Okay, I can give you these. It's clean, I promise.
Okay, here, put this
Put that what?
like on here and lean it against it. The boxers. Is it recording?
It's recording. It's
Yeah.
live.
Hi guys.
Hi guys.
up?
Oh, there we go. It's wedged in
Oh,
there now.
there we
Yeah.
go.
Here's Mark's boxers.
Those aren't my boxers.
Oh, there's Tinkers.
Oh!
Things are
You
coming
sure
off.
You sure you don't want to lean this on the boxers?
No.
Yeah. Do you want me to just hold it?
No, we're good.
Okay.
God.
All right, so far we've gone about 5 feet.
No, it's more like 10.
Okay. Look at the optimistic thing. All right, that's
All right.
gonna flip down and like as soon as you start accelerating.
So what you're telling me is don't go fast at first? Oh, here, hold on, wait. We gotta get our studio lights on.
All right, yeah, here we go.
Studio lights. We're
Welcome.
gonna drive the whole way home like this?
Welcome to the cash cab.
It doesn't bother me.
Yeah. The cash cab or?
All right, so we're gonna go over how we started off at Hot Shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And ended up in Orlando.
What?
Oh my God.
Crazy.
We have something called a Birdo.
It's all his fault.
I didn't do anything.
Lion,
He did it.
sack, a doggy doo-doo.
No. All I did was suggest that it was a little bit too warm and that we might need some
A
cool
little
waters.
You were telling me how you left your house and were considering not going because you thought it was too hot.
This is true.
Oh, you got the light switch up there above your head. You see it?
Yeah.
All right, hit that one.
Yeah.
Cool. Because then I don't have the one in the very back.
Burning me up. Burning up my...
Yeah, let's try that right like that. There we go.
There we go.
Now we can see a little bit of Birdo.
There he is. Who's Birdo? He sounds sexy.
Oh my God. So Birdo had came up with this idea
Right.
while we hit about Glades Road going up to West Palm of, hey, why don't we go to the Springs instead?
True.
We couldn't leave Miles behind in the dark,
Nope.
so we still went to Hot Shots.
We did 2 whole games.
Took us 2 hours to play those 2 games,
Yeah.
and then we decided to go to the Springs. So we left at 2.
Yeah, readjust.
Yeah, there we go. That's better. So
We left at 2.
we left at 2. Birdo calls up both springs, calls up Rainbow Springs, they close at 6. Calls Rock Springs, they're open until 8. Cool, we get up there, we'll be in the Springs for an hour or 2. You know, chill, relax, whatever. It's an adventure. Lion sacks a doggy doo-doo.
Yep.
We get to the Springs, the gates close. Not to be deterred, I went through the exit.
Yeah, we did. In front of the supervisor.
In front of the supervisor.
Yeah.
What?
That's the important part.
Yeah. We didn't care.
And we didn't get to go into Springs either, so
Yeah.
I was pissed. Because
We saw them.
yeah.
Joker did not get wet at
Yeah.
that time.
No, not yet.
Nope.
But later in the story, he gets soaked.
So we then decided, well, I'm upset because I don't want to go all the way home to get wet. So I was like, why don't we just go to a Disney resort?
Yep.
So
Not
we
any
Been to a
resort.
Disney resort.
Caribbean Beach Resort. So we go pulling up the Caribbean Beach Resort. There's Wesley. Security guard
Sweet old
Wesley. Hey man, we're meeting somebody for dinner. Come on through. We
At
rocked
first,
out that
at first,
pools.
he didn't want to let us through.
No.
He was like, oh man, you guys don't have reservations, you don't see this. So we, I'll call Mark the smooth operator, and he started to sweet talk Wesley, sweet nothings. And then
Hey,
he
Wesley.
only asked him for a license, and
Away we went.
away we went into the resort.
So we found the one pool that was vacant. There was only the 3 of us at the pool.
Yeah. Cold as shit.
Water was cold, but at least we were wet. We were
Yeah,
in a pool.
It felt good after a while.
It did. And then we had to go find a hot tub.
Yeah.
So we went to the other pool. It had slides!
It did.
I'm pretty sure you can find videos of them sliding down.
Well, there will be videos on the channel later on. We will do this.
Yep.
So we even took us riding the slides We found our hot tub, we relaxed. Then we decided we were hungry.
Yeah.
So we had to go to Boma. Whoa, this guy's... well...
First, you would think we'd go to like McDonald's or Burger King or
Something fast.
something
Get back
fast so
on
we
the
could get back. No. Mark had the great idea of going to a place on another resort,
road. Yeah.
which is reservation only. Guess what? This wasn't planned, so we didn't have a reservation.
That don't stop me. Reservations be damned.
Okay, we went in there. I got Mark up there with the smooth operator. I'm chiming in the background. Man, we had a horrible day.
We
This
did.
and that. We lost our reservations and all this.
Certainly didn't.
All this nanny and
This was a terrible day, getting dragged all the way to Orlando.
I know, poor Tinker, man. Tinker did not sign up for this.
yeah, Tinker did not.
I thought this was going to be a normal airsoft day.
Not with
supposed to
me
be-
around.
It's
Boy,
supposed to
was
be
I wrong.
Not
Boy.
on my watch.
Birdo pissed off my wife something fierce.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
It's
Yeah,
all
you
his
did.
fault.
Yeah, it's my fault.
you're taking this one, bro.
I'm taking it. It's okay because today was amazing.
Yeah.
Roma, by the way, was
Watch her be watching the
incredible.
live stream right now.
Right?
No, she's
She's
in bed, man.
asleep.
She turns into a pumpkin at 10. Out.
Anyways,
So-
Boma was amazing. We had
They
great
never been to
food.
Boma before. I had to take them to Boma.
Never. It's an African,
It's at the Animal Kingdom Lodge
Yeah.
at Disney
like an
and
African themed restaurant
buffet.
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 Really good
Wow.
quality for a buffet. Just saying.
Yeah. It's well worth the
Yeah.
$50.
We saw wildebeest and giraffes. And I think antelope.
Yeah, it was a roan antelope.
Yeah.
There was like one tucked way, way back.
But it was huge. There it is.
Thank you.
There you go.
Now we're driving back.
Crazy.
What a day, man.
Yeah.
We played the zombie game at Airsoft.
Yep.
I started off with the zombie. Tinker was last man this time, hiding off in the woods. But he couldn't resist the urge to shoot me. No. He would have won the game if he hadn't taken that shot.
Those last 30 seconds, I see this man standing not even 30 feet away from me.
I'm a zombie. I don't care if I get shot.
This is true.
I did not get cared if I get shot. But you did shoot me in the freaking finger. You hit me in the pointer finger. I was like, the hell? I was like, oh, he's back there. Played another game of Force on Force with one respawn. Came up behind.
The enemy.
Well, I'm just trying to think of
Miles.
Miles,
Miles and
aka
Levi.
Smite, and Levi. We call him Novich, even though he's not Novich.
No, that's
Norwich is, yeah.
Norbit, yeah.
Levi is the fourth man.
Oh, Levi was the fourth man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he came up behind them, took out those two bastards for once. Sneaking up on Miles is like trying to sneak up on a cat. It's not easy.
Yeah. He's so nimble.
I think you might have to readjust the camera. Just a little bit.
It's shifting, yeah. Oh, that didn't work.
Not really shifting. There we
There
go.
you go.
Yeah, so we had a good time overall. We put some food in the tank and he stopped being a negative Nancy.
He wasn't making. He's just like, I'm just not sure about this.
Yeah.
Like, is this a good idea?
Listen,
Probably not.
just, I don't want to slam into a truck.
Try it
gonna
one more
stop.
time.
There he goes. We're back up again.
There
Alright,
we
cool.
go.
We're gonna hit a couple little patches like that.
Yeah.
But oh my God, was that? And then that cop that we passed going like 85.
Yep.
Oh no, he passed us doing about 85.
No, he
No.
passed us doing about 90. I think he was
Right.
trying to catch up.
I promise you, he had to have been on his way home or something.
For us not to get pulled over.
I don't know, man.
Oh, those shit.
You have a navigator, and then you got a guy wearing a full harness.
Well, all three of us were in full
Yeah.
camo.
He probably just looked over and was
All three
like,
of us in full BDUs. Yeah. Even walking through Walmart to get extra clothes.
Guys.
Oh,
People
yeah.
were staring us up and down.
Guys, seriously. The Caribbean hotel resort thing, amazing.
we got to go break into the
To next.
Key West Resort.
All Key West.
Old Key West Resort. That pool's also kind of awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
We're just gonna be pool hopping all over South Florida.
Adventures in Airsoft.
yeah.
Oh man.
I thought this was an Airsoft channel. Why
It
do you guys
is.
do We Airsoft.
Yeah.
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
I didn't tell you how much we
This
were going to
is
do.
like a track.
Sure.
Oh,
Technically,
man.
we're completely in the line of what we're saying we're doing.
Yeah, you readjusted. We're gonna be doing periodic readjustments because
Yeah.
I lost my. I usually had a thing that's like hung down and you had it right there and it was perfect. But now we're stuck behind assholes that don't know how that the left.
Hey, language. We're on a live stream.
But
It shifted again.
sorry, guys.
Oh man. We don't need to see our faces. That
No, it's fine.
Oh man.
I'm in the dark, like Insidious.
That is kind of weird that it's not even lighting me up at all.
I know. No, let's not go with Insidious, the movie. I'm Darth Sidious.
Dark City.
Do it. Here on the dark side, having my bad influences on people.
Oh my God, that's.
Do it.
Let's go toilet.
You know,
It's only 2.5 hours away.
yeah.
At 2:00 in the afternoon.
Why not? Full send.
I'm not staying in Orlando tonight.
Exactly.
Hey, somebody's watching us. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
I thought we were just gonna be talking to ourselves the whole way.
Hello.
That would be
goodness.
funny.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's pretty crazy though. I mean, I'm pretty happy. Today was awesome.
Yeah.
We had a great day, in my opinion.
Oh, it's great. We had
Oh,
a-
someone wrote something. Hold on.
I can't see what that says.
Oh no, my seatbelt locked.
No, look.
Okay.
Don't do it that way.
Well, doing it that way.
What did they say?
Oh, you messed up the camera. Put
I
the
didn't
camera
mess up-
back.
It's on my face. I'm really cute.
Okay.
Hold on, guys. I'll respond in a second.
Whatever it is you're saying, just
We have two
give it
watchers.
a minute.
All right. We're live. We're live.
Oh, and that second game where I got taken.
It's me, Miles. Hello, Miles.
What's up,
you
Miles?
motherfucker.
Hello. What's up,
Oh,
dude?
my God.
And hello, Aguilar.
It's me. What's going on, bro?
Like,
Hold on, I gotta see what he wrote.
yeah, same here.
Okay. XD. Dude, you should have came with us, man. You
Oh,
know?
oh my God, it was an adventure, dude. It was an adventure.
It was dope. We got litty. It was fun, man.
Just dropping a couple of
Are you in the bathroom right now, bro? Just calling that airstrike, bro.
The camera's falling. It's falling. It's falling.
There's no time. There is time, bro. You could have just went with us.
I know, right?
That's weird that they're all flashing like that.
No, because it's 60 miles an hour. It means I'm speeding.
Yeah,
Ugh.
it's fine.
Oh. Put the pool pump on.
Huh?
I just got the message. Put the pool pump on.
Oh. Hello, Mr. Police Officer. Ooh, Mr.
You're still at Hot Shots?
Oh, it's 11 o'clock at night.
How?
You know, we can always stop by and play one last game.
You want to play? We got
Let's get
tracer
one last
units.
Let's get one last game in.
My battery's still good, and I have 3.
Ugh.
Let's get one last game in.
I'm still wearing BDU, so I mean, I can
I just gotta swap out my shirts.
I know. I'll put some socks on.
Poor Tinker. Tinker's like, fuck, 3 a.m. getting home. There's no work
He
for me
said
tomorrow.
we're not.
Oh,
Ugh.
I wouldn't
No.
be surprised if he was.
No, you're going to Hot Shots now that you said that. Get some game going. I know. I can't wait for Tuesday, man. It's gonna be amazing.
Baseball. balls.
Amaze balls. It's gonna be great, man.
Fuck.
Oh, dude.
That means I have to stop by Miami tomorrow to pick up more.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. I have BBs.
And I'm gonna go to Miami
Fives?
tomorrow.
I have 2.8s.
I run fives.
I have two. I have extra 2.5s actually.
Do you?
Yeah, you can have.
But I'm
a
also
bottle.
going to Miami tomorrow.
Oh, you are. That's right.
So he can get it for you.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I could pick up a bottle of 2.5s.
He said, "All right, I'm gonna get out of bed."
Fuck,
Oh
now I am
my
getting
God.
home at 3 a.m.
Bro, it was amazing. It was definitely, dude. The pool that we went to was incredible.
Oh, man.
We got to do this more often, where we just
See, the
break
thing
into
is-
random resorts.
See, the thing is, you won't really get Miles' attention for just telling him, hey, let's go to Orlando and go to, like, break into a pool
You know how
resort.
you get Miles to go? You tell him I'm going.
No,
No, you just tell him it's free beer.
You want to know how you
Yeah.
get Miles to go? You tell him there's going to be booze and bitches and he'll go anywhere.
Yeah.
Hey.
Sorry.
Booze and refined ladies.
Right. We're classy. Okay? I'm
Ugh.
drinking with my pinky up.
Cheers, good sir.
Cheers. Good day, good sir.
Wish these people would get the frick out of my way.
Pinky up. He said,
I know what
B
he said.
words
I
and
see it.
beer, I say.
Yeah, I saw it. I'm not acknowledging it.
Nah, man, it was great, dude. You should definitely slide by next time. We'll make a day out of it. Well, you know what we'll do? We'll go to the springs, and then after the springs close, we go hopping through resorts. Yes. New plan. All right,
No,
turn
all
back.
right. I got a better one. We play airsoft down there till about 3:30,
Okay.
and then jet up.
Okay. Just straight there.
This guy's straight up.
I like it.
Screw the springs. We just go straight and just pick another resort to go break into.
True. And if that,
Just hop.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
We go to Animal Kingdom Lodge. Yeah, we're gonna go to Boma.
yeah. Except this time we'll make reservations.
Miles is asking if we want to destroy a planet.
Yeah.
Ugh.
How do we do that?
Okay.
And now we gotta wait for him to respond.
No.
Wait for the relay to get to him, for him to type out and respond and hit enter.
Yes.
And this motherfucker needs to get the hell out my way.
He's I don't know why
I don't know why.
he's slowing down too.
trailering
Because he's,
He's being a poop mouth.
yeah.
And now he's gonna
Thing
speed
is-
up.
that. Yeah. Now the thing is, he's trailering it in the left lane. He should be in the right lane if he has a trailer connected at all.
It's very true.
It's a very asshole.
Yeah.
Whatever.
What are you
Disappointing
doing?
head shake. Disappointing head shake. Hey, we now have 3 people watching us.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Wonder who's watching.
Welcome, welcome. How are we?
We are excellent.
They're very good right now. I'm having a great time.
You want to know what sucks?
What's up?
We all know the 3 people that are watching.
Yeah, it's you, me, and Miles.
Exactly.
No,
Because
that's somebody else.
Chat here.
It's,
Oh no, there is another person.
Yeah.
yeah. The guy that said that my daughter was low-key fine.
Wonder is it?
Is it?
Yeah. Enzo Riaz.
What's going on, Enzo?
Probably not smart to tell the father of a daughter that his daughter's low-key fine.
Well, you know. You got an A for effort.
He tried.
An E.
There you go.
Don't kill us.
That's a bump.
When are you going to Miami Airsoft again?
I'll be there tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Why am I answering it when you just answered it? I don't think I'm going. I don't know. I don't like Miami like that anymore. I used to.
Monday's usually pretty laid back.
I should probably take a chill day for once. No?
Wednesday's gonna be my chill day this week.
Random day of me going to Orlando.
No, it just means tomorrow morning I gotta get up and I gotta get all the stuff I need to get done for work.
Gotcha.
This stream brought to you by Screech Dragon Studios. Check out Murder on the Cosmic Express.
Yeah.
Plug.
Also, seriously, Rain-X. If
Yes.
you're watching this,
If anybody has
Please.
a connection to Rain-X, please,
tell Mark.
please send Mark a message.
Yeah, please.
You all are both number ones, okay?
Thanks.
Number ones.
We're number one. You hear that?
High five, Bird.
High five. Yeah, we're number ones. We did it.
You know, that psychology doesn't work on me. Now I'm just not going to get freaking windshield wipers at all.
No. I'm gonna take off the ones I have right
That's
now.
right. Those fuckers are going on.
Oh God.
You have to reach your hand out and use your hand.
Oh no. Oh man.
What a day. Why is that dude dropping back there with the high beams on? What a dick.
The guy told me
Three
that
cars
thing.
back in the left lane.
You know, some people don't know.
Oh, I
that they
give everybody
have it
credit.
on.
I guess I'm the ticket chaser because they're all pacing behind me.
Yep. I believe we're in NASCAR right now. In the lead car.
Front.
I'm making a left turn.
If anybody saw the race today, tell me the outcome, please. I'm pretty sure nobody who watches
They
this.
all went left.
I know they went left, okay?
Not really. Some of those NASCAR races are on
I know, they're on, like,
this
Indy
style circuits.
circuits.
But they're on
They do some,
the infield circuits.
Yeah.
The road racing circuits.
it's every now and then.
It
they
looks
do-
like there's a Mustang behind me in the back. In the left lane. That's
Most
pacing.
likely. Most likely.
It's got those
We
lines.
we passed the red Mustang.
Yeah.
Oh, that's him.
Not gonna lie. I definitely, a good end to this night would be being in bed
Very much
and
so.
relaxing.
I would appreciate being in bed before 2 a.m.
So you two are want to be in bed together before 2 a.m. Got it. You know,
Mark's
I am pretty
invited.
sure. No thanks. Pass. You know, I'm pretty sure there's a hotel up that way. I can just go and pull off. You guys can go have your
No.
bedtime, and I'll
No,
just
no.
keep going home.
No,
No,
not
thank
like
you.
that.
No,
No, I'm good. We'll just when we get to your house, you know.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
I'll just leave you with Murdo.
What? No.
No.
And he can get in bed with you and your wife. And I'll
No,
just head
what?
back.
No.
no, he's already pissed off my wife enough. All right?
Imagine her wake up and see.
Imagine her wake
Mark!
up and catch you spooning with Murdo instead of her.
Oh my God.
No,
No. What? Where's
pass.
Tank taking this?
no, no.
I mean,
Tank's
that's
not
like I
talking
said,
about his
Be the only
fantasies.
way.
As it stands now, I gotta make sure I'm quiet going into the house, which is not gonna be possible.
Nope.
And the dogs are gonna, especially Cora's gonna go crazy in Damien's room.
Yep.
And if my wife, my lovely wife, did not forget to take Callie out of Damien's room, say, "Let me out, let me out.
No one's here. Let me out.
Yeah.
Daddy's home. I want to be with Daddy."
It's very true.
We're making good time.
Yeah, I don't know how much further we have, but I'm still good.
We're gonna set up more adventures like this.
Oh yeah.
I call this one a success.
No, the what you call it, the Fuzzbusters out. Must have turned it off, all the bumping.
Today is definitely a success.
Oh yeah. It was a lot of fun, even though it was get to the springs and there's no springs we can go into. That was a Berto.
Yeah. It was a kick in the balls, but I'm gonna write a strongly worded letter to that
Yeah, we got somebody else watching now.
to that guy. Hello, newcomer.
Hello.
Who's here now?
I don't know.
They haven't said anything.
Say hello.
Say hello to my little friend.
Yeah.
If it's anybody I know, wake me up. If not, don't bother.
Wake me up inside.
Don't know who it is.
Don't know who it
Yeehaw Junction.
is. I always say that like that.
The funny thing is, I think the Yeehaw Junction facility is like destroyed.
Really?
Yeah. Last time I went off there, it's like that one building that was there is like gone.
So would it be more like a? What would be the sad version of Yeehaw?
Boo-hoo Junction.
Ooh, Junction. Oh shucks.
Oh shucks! Why is everybody in the left lane?
I don't know.
No, truckers.
Why you
no.
do this, truck? Oh my Jesus. Sweet baby Jesus.
Oh, you're fine.
Oh, truckos.
Now, if I decided to go up to the left there,
Oh. Late night shenanigans. Camera's gone again.
again,
Again. If you're just tuning in, we are heading home from Orlando.
we're probably going to live stream the entire way back.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's been pretty intense.
Give it credit for anybody that watches this all the way through.
Yeah. You
You'll
watch
get a
this-
Screech Dragon patch. There you go.
Yeah. Do I hear music?
I think that might be Tinker. We hear music back there. Or we hear something. Now we got somebody else watching.
Hello.
Hello, newcomer.
Hello. How art thou?
140 miles to the house.
140 miles to go. Oh man.
Are you gonna pass me, buddy?
We're on the way home right now from an impromptu trip to Orlando after airsofting. We're sneaking into a resort, getting fake reservations.
My justification is I spend a crap ton of money at Disney, okay?
Yep.
And I mean a crap ton.
Yeah.
Somebody responded.
Yep. You torture black little kids with your big airsoft gun. Supremacy.
Do I torture?
Do you torture black little kids with your big airsoft gun? And then JP Vasquez says, "What's up?"
Well, I haven't tortured anybody with my gun yet.
Yeah.
But thanks for calling my gun big. JP Vasquez was from Monday night
Gotcha.
last week.
What's going on, guys?
Ugh. Yep, that's me.
Okay.
Saw that one. Homie, if you want to go faster, you can pass. I'm not. But you better pass me before I get to those cars.
How's your day, Vasquez?
We had an adventure. Oh man.
This person saying, why was your daughter flirting with us?
I don't think she was.
Yeah. Okay. Someone's not in a very good mood.
Oh, who's that?
No, I'm talking about supremacy.
Oh, why is supremacy not in a good mood?
I don't know. Do you torture black little kids with your big airsoft gun? And then, supremacy's now saying very.
Oh yeah,
things.
that'll be going down. You know she's only 12, right? Supremacy.
I don't know who's talking shit, but I'm pretty sure I heard her call one of you ugly and then ran away from you fuckers. So,
Supremacy is 11.
Huh?
And
Don't
already
matter.
talking like that?
Yeah.
hey, if they got the balls to start talking like men, I'm gonna talk to them like men. I'm not gonna hold back. Fuck that.
That's not probably a smart thing to do, because if he shows up in airsoft, we can just go up to his mother. It's like, you realize your son's talking to daughters like this?
Yeah.
Screen cap.
She's not 24. He's saying that she can get arrested. She's 24.
My daughter is 12.
What's going on, Chris? Chris L.
That's another one.
Yeah.
Those are all the people that were complaining about
For
the
all the
video.
ones that were complaining about us, they're all
Complaining
watching
videos.
us now.
Hey, man.
Joker, I didn't know you were so popular. Shit.
Well, make one video. God damn it, I gotta rebrand the company again. Oh.
Enzo Reyes says,
He's 6, sorry.
yeah.
Oh, you want to talk smack about me? Fine. Leave my daughter out of it. She's 12.
Yeah, man. It's alright, man.
What did
We'll
that guy
learn in
just say?
time.
What are they saying now?
Imagine getting shot in airsoft.
I was shot 3 times. Like, what was I shot? How many times did you get me there, Tinker, when I was a zombie? 3 times?
3 times, but I think I put more than 3 shots each time. I put at least 2 each time.
Yeah, that's fine. It's not like I was dead and I was being shot.
Yeah, we've had enough experience with that last week.
Not like you shot me 14 times.
Chris also trying to see one marriage. He seems to be obsessed with bringing her up.
Well, the refs at the airsoft don't like that shit either, so they don't want women to feel like they're being sexually harassed or treated like garbage, so keep talking shit. We'll play a game. Is this an airsoft gun or a real gun? Like with that cop earlier?
Yeah.
Don't pull that all the way up.
Oh, yeah. Hot Shots is good. It's
Yeah.
pretty.
It's an open field.
It's an open field. It's different than playing inside.
It's definitely different than any other field I've ever seen. I never saw.
Are we back on now?
Maybe. There we go. All right. So
So quick thing, Supremacy. If you've never been to an outside field, You know how like when you're inside playing, you shoot where you want to, where you want to hit. On the outside, you actually have to aim up or aim to the left, aim to the right of the person. You got to actually play against the windage,
Which can, even a little bit of wind affect your BB
a little,
flows.
yeah, and you have to use weighted BBs and all that shit.
Not only wind, you have to learn to be able to shoot through debris. Shoot through ocean.
Chris was trying to summon a demon. Somebody knows Latin.
Yeah.
It's okay,
It's
I know
crazy.
Spanish. I'll decipher that in about 5 minutes.
That's a different thing, man. You got to shoot through bushes and all that. And it's hard. Well, not hard, but it's more challenging than playing at an indoor field.
What do you say?
He said, "Can you stop? Can you stop cursing, or I'm gonna put 14 BBs in you, sir."
I dare you to try. Let's see how fast you
Go fuck yourself, go fuck yourself, go fuck yourself. Fuck, motherfucker, cocksucker, son of a bitch.
Wheels asks.
Shit.
Wheels asks, "What do you do when someone doesn't call their hits?"
We don't have that problem when we go to play it.
Yeah, you don't really have that issue. People, honestly, everyone tends to call their shit.
Especially when you shoot field limit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're really gonna feel it.
yeah. I mean, it's an honor system, dude. So it's like,
We don't need to shoot each person 3 times to ensure they'll call their hit.
yeah. I
Or
mean,
wait for
and
a
if they
reaction.
don't feel it, it's whatever. I just, I'll hit them again if they still don't feel it. I just
I'm
I move
a
on to
liberal
the
now.
next. Huh?
I'm a liberal now.
Are you?
Supremacy said, "Shut up, liberal."
That's great. The 1 RPS gun.
1 RPS. Oh, that's a sniper rifle.
I shoot till you see a hand up. I mean, I only shoot till I see a hand up if they're cheating.
Yeah.
Other than that, I put 2 in you and then that's it. Especially if you zero your own guns, man, you know where you're gonna hit, and then you move on. Hey, it's happened to me before where they hit me in the plate, I don't feel it. Just tell me, yo, you're out. And I'll be like, all right, cool, and I'll walk off. It's
Yep.
it's not a big deal to fucking walk back 50 yards and then come back out. It's whatever.
The issue is that most of the kids that are saying something
What's
right
my
now,
shots on overshooting? I think I made that pretty apparent.
For me, overshooting, it's kind of a dickhead move, but
It's one of those things that if you're overshooting somebody knows they've been hit, you know you've hit them,
Right.
and they then turn around and engage, shoot them again.
right.
But if somebody's got you got to give people a chance to respond after they get shot. When you're, especially when at Miami, the problem with that range is that there is no minimum engagement. You're shooting, and people don't have time. They don't have Olympian reflex to put their hand up at the first BB hit. And if
not
you're shooting
only
them
that,
3
but
times at 3 feet away, and you hit them in the face, look, I'm going to sound like an old man. I'll sound like a dad, but you can get hurt. That's how.
Actually, I've seen someone get hurt.
Yeah. I mean,
Actually, Tink in the back, he had a BB go through his wrist
oh yeah,
because somebody shot him
point blank.
point blank, nonstop. It's like,
not
dude, he
through
just
his wrist, into his wrist.
no, into his wrist, but you just need 1 shot at close range. Even if you're wearing a plate, you feel that. But I mean, I understand what you're saying.
What does he say about friendly fire?
Sorry. So, Wheel says before that, it happens sometimes. I don't really care. It does happen sometimes, and it's whatever, dude. It
Normally-
flies. Because
normally
it's
if it
going to
happens-
happen once in a while.
Yeah,
dude.
it's not a matter of once in a while. People usually start getting pissed off when it happens multiple times within one day, game after game, or several times within a game, which, people get heated. Just don't overshoot.
Right.
If you have to shoot 5 shots to ensure somebody gets hit, it means you don't know where your shots are going.
Right.
Or you expect the person to be cheating. And that's where
If
people
you
get hurt and pissed.
If you really want to stop the overshooting issue, put a sight on your gun. Snap shooting with no sights, even with no irons, is not a good idea. You
Right.
have no idea where your BBs are flying.
Right.
I've tried snap shooting. I snap shot the other day because a friend of mine needed a sight, and I told him that he could use mine. It's a lot harder to snap shoot without sights than it is to shoot with sights, because at least with the sight, you have a general
idea of where your
BB
BB goes.
So what was the next comment?
So the next comment is, didn't you say friendly fires, fire vid, you shot your team
And he
your
went for the
teammate,
light, yeah.
and you said you're good. Well, all right, so this is an issue with like Miami. A lot of their refs will say it's cool, it doesn't matter if your team shoots you, and then some of them will be like, no, friendly fire counts. Honestly, in my opinion, if you get shot, call it, fuck it, whatever happened, you just have to go back. There's not a big
And
deal.
I think the video that you're looking at, we are already dealing with people that were cheating that entire night.
But I've also had a teammate shoot me and a ref tell me, no, you're good. It was your teammate. So I mean, honestly, I feel like if we go into a game and we just say, yo, friendly fire counts or it doesn't count, it
I
just
think
sets the record straight.
I think that video was also from the video was from January 29th, but I uploaded it, so.
All right, hit a few times. Not like hurt. You don't want to get shot. What are you shooting in the shooting at 270? Well,
About 10 seconds to respond.
sure, yeah. I'm still going through comments. Why are you ignoring my comment about friendly fire? I didn't ignore your comment. Okay, yeah, sorry. There's a delay, guys, so if it doesn't seem like we're answering immediately, it's because of that.
We'll try to get to as
All right,
many of
so-
these comments as we can.
So Wheel says, well, if I get mag dumped by the same guy multiple times the same day, I'm just gonna turn around and dump it. Hey, Wheels, I agree with you, dude.
And that's-
if someone's that much of a, bro, I'm all for you, because that's fucked up. I don't like people doing that shit.
But at
Or
the
I mean,
same
honestly,
time-
I'll call them out. I'll be like, yo, you need to chill with that.
But the problem that comes up is that's how the cascade starts.
that is how it starts. True.
It starts all the
It's
time.
a waterfall effect.
It's like same
But-
thing with cheating. You
Right.
know, one guy doesn't call their hits, next thing you know, the other guy doesn't call their hits. And
On
it
both teams, not
on
even
both
on-
teams. Where I
Right.
call people out that are on my team, but it's like, yo, man, you've been hit, out. One dude, remember that one with the guys that shot me up and fucking spawn?
Oh, yeah.
Back in spawn. He's like, what?
Yeah.
Because the game hadn't even started yet, and the guy's already between the crates. It's like, yeah, there, get back in spawn, man. You know, stop cheating. And look, there's videos up there. I put up almost all my videos as raw, unedited. So yeah, there's some times where I don't realize, like, as it happens, and I'll own up to, you're right, I didn't call the hit, my bad. But there's also times where it seems like I got hit, but like the one we were shooting in Everglades, and there was a guy shooting across, and his
Right.
ricochets were coming off. The guy that was in Everglades, his gun wasn't firing.
Oh yeah, I've had that before where the dude thinks he's shooting at me. Or we're at point blank fighting, and you can hear a misfire.
Yeah.
So all I hear is gun blank shooting. I'll be like, yo, you're blank
Yo,
shooting.
that guy going
you
the
know?
wrong way.
Dude,
That guy is definitely not facing the right way on the highway. All right,
I've had
cool.
people come through the house.
Vasco says, if I post another video, can you break it down again?
You sure you want me to? Look, guys, we just
Are we
want you
gonna
to
keep breaking
look.
down potato
What it
chip
boils
videos?
down to, when I posted up there, yeah, I posted when I was pissed off because I was pissed off at what happened on Monday. I saw a guy get overshot, and I did shoot him twice by accident. I owned that and I apologized to the guy, but I saw the guy get overshot from behind when his hands are up, and then he left the field. I couldn't let my daughter play that day because there was too much of that going on. Even though OTX Diego did shoot my daughter, that's fair game, man. She was in there playing.
Vasco says, pretty sure I do. I liked it. He's sure that you want to. Hey man, it's all water under the bridge, dude. Honestly, all it is we want the sport to grow, and we want it to grow with, integrity, you could say, bro. So like when you play and you're making these good ass videos, you don't want to have to double back and shoot people because they're not calling their shit.
And I did apologize for calling out for full auto. I still think when you put a video up there, you're putting stuff up on the internet. Just like when you guys trashed into me for some of the stuff I was saying on there, I put the video up. And when I was wrong, I admit when I'm wrong. That's simple. I've done it before. It's like I've called people, dude, I hit you. I went back to, looked at the video, I didn't hit them, or I was hit, and I go back and apologize the next time. However, there's every once in a while where I was like the video, to whom it may concern, Joker hit you. Because I did get that cat. I knew I got him. But then again, it was just hey man, just so you know,
Right.
it happened.
Hey, Will, what do you mean by the first few times you'll just walk away?
Huh? Yeah.
No, he just wrote something and just can't remember what part of it we were talking about. Nah, man, but it's just, you know, it's all, you got to remember why we're there. We're all there to have fun, you know, do something exciting. Or
I don't think Diego understood why I got so pissed off. I wasn't pissed off that I was shot in the arm. I was pissed because after I go away, I'm still in my jog run and my hands up, and I get pegged right in the back of the neck. When he knows he already got me out. That's what I was saying by overshooting. I knew I was out, I was going out, and I wasn't given the opportunity, and I got shot twice more, and it's like the third time I got hit that way.
Right. And JP writes, in my video, I called all my hits, and also shot until I saw hand go up, but I fully understand what you mean by giving people time to call. Bro, and I completely understand your point,
You
too.
shot him 14 times.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's one of those things that if you see,
want to shoot till you see a hand, I'll shoot till I see a hand.
you're not gonna like it.
Right.
You're not gonna like
It
it
sucks,
because I
dude.
can put at least 15 rounds into you before your hand goes off.
Nah,
And
You're not
also
gonna like it.
understand.
I understand your point, though, too, because the referees do tell you shoot until you see a hand go up, but that's just poor reffing, dude. It really is.
That's
It's
not
poor
how the
reffing.
game's
If you guys
that's
pull-
not how the game should be, dude.
If you guys pull it on another field, more than likely you can end up getting kicked off the field, or like I was telling you before, Vasquez.
Well,
when
in
you-
hot shots, you'll get kicked out.
Well,
Because we police ourselves.
yeah,
Yeah.
You know, like
when we go to
Very
rage,
much tell you
right.
to get off the field.
because you don't want to get in somebody's face like that over something stupid, and ultimately get into a.
Oh, he has a DSG that shoots around 50 RPS. So if I dump, I don't think they're gonna dump me again. That's true. Don't do that to them, man. That's fucked up. The DSGs are nice. Good shit, dude. No, I get you. You don't. I mean,
Look, that Monday night.
nobody wants to get lit up. You
So,
know,
understand-
Reels rights.
I don't
Honestly, I
understand.
don't even care.
Monday night was
Yeah.
a bad night for a lot of people that were playing. When I showed up, people were already bitching on both sides, and I haven't even geared up yet.
Steve,
So-
FJ Steve has joined in.
Hey, FJ Steve.
What's going
So
on, Steve? We're just talking. Well, we're on our way back from Orlando from an impromptu trip up here after airsofting, and we've just been talking about how we feel about mag dumping or shooting someone until they call their hits, or
Well,
if
A general-
courtesy.
Yeah.
A general understanding of what airsoft should be.
Right.
yeah, there is two different mentalities between speed softers and milsims. I mean, there is something like that. Milsims.
Chris L says we are making peace, I believe, and we
Well,
are,
no,
man.
dude,
Absolutely.
Look, when I made that video up there, that was me equivalently saying "fuck you." I do not like what happened Monday, and it's done. Once I leave the field, man, that's off the field. If somebody's talking about, except if you start, making comments about my daughter, then we might have an issue. But on a whole, the only reason why I made that video was because the stuff I saw there was wrong. That was it, and that's my opinion. If you thought that, and I was pissed off about what happened that night. I mean.
And it's not that we're saying that it's wrong as to how we play. It's that we're saying that it's wrong as towards the rules of the field.
Right.
Well, hold on. But their point is right that it's not wrong to the rules of
Right.
Miami
The rules
Airsoft.
of the field is correct.
It's correct, but Miami Airsoft rules do not apply to almost 90% of other fields out there.
Right.
Miami Airsoft is a very
I'm curious, have you guys ever been to any milsims or anything like that?
We're actually going to one. You've been to Umberto.
No, I mean,
He's asking.
the viewers, like Supremacy, Vasquez, all you guys, have you guys ever been? No, absolutely. Vasquez says, not wrong, I'm playing their rules. No, and
He's probably going to get the comment in a
Yeah.
minute when we go through and say that we're right, that
Yeah.
it's not the field rules should be adjusted, because the thing is people should learn how to bang properly. Because
JP Vasquez says You're not Milsim, so I'm guessing you do like speed soft and all that stuff.
Yeah, he's a speed soft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I see a lot of speed softers in Milsims.
Dude,
they're
they're
successful, dude.
They
I
need
like
it.
I like having them on my team because they kind of push the people who go too slow, and it forces them into skirmishes. So, dude, you'd actually enjoy it.
Like, I am by no means anywhere close.
I'm not gonna pull up to a Milsim. Some low key look fire, but I don't really wear mesh and goggles. Chris, the only thing is, you don't have to wear mesh. They just require you to wear eye protection.
Yeah.
Eye protection and
That's and your
coloring for
your
team.
proper team color. So if you're tan, you're tan. If you're green, you're green. That's it.
Yeah.
They don't care if you HPA. They don't care if you're gonna go pistols only. They don't care about all that.
They actually have squad roles for that specifically.
Yeah. So like if you run a HPA LMG, you can do that. I'm actually doing that for the next Milsim.
Yeah. Like, I'm by no means anywhere near
Uh,
those speed soft kids.
FJ. Oh, the
I have to
camera.
readjust.
Shit. Whoop.
Yeah. Sorry, we hit a rough patch there. It went back down. FJ says, I'm not a Milsim, but I do want to try a Milsim just to try it out. Do it, bro.
Yeah.
Don't, just because you feel like you're not, it's not up to your key, do a small one. Do like a day one and
It opens-
feel it out.
It also opens your eyes to other play styles and what you might not experience.
Exactly. So a buddy of mine is a speed softer, and thanks to him, I'm more than just trying to take everything slowly. I still have strategy, but I want to move up as opposed to just sitting down and hunkering down and holding a position. So I appreciate both styles because I learned from both styles.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, dude, I'm nowhere near what all those speed soft kids do.
And which one of you
They
bastards said that I was scared of BBs? Because my body's a roadmap of pain and pop marks for a reason.
Oh, that's great.
I am not as scared of BBs at all. That's why I go for the light.
Yeah, that's true. Fuck.
Mother puss bucket.
Shit, I've seen you go for the light without a gun.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
That one day I just walked up to the light. Oh, nobody's here. Doot. Mine.
I have seen this man play peekaboo through the house.
I do eventually want to get a something speed soft-esque as in a gun wise. I don't know whether I want to do a pistol or like a small SMG, but
I mean, if you want, I can lend you my ARP.
yeah, I mean I'm getting an ARP-9. I just mean having it loaded out for speed soft, like getting the trigger response fixed and all that, and putting up like a Titan MOSFET or something in there.
Yeah. Well, the ARP-9 kind of lends itself to that because it's really, really small, really, really compact.
Right.
All you really have to do, because I have blown out the MOSFETs on the ARPs
Right.
running in 11.1. But if you want that trigger response, I would put an aftermarket MOSFET
Right.
and run an 11.1 through it, and you have all the trigger response you could ever want.
It's just a fast trigger.
And by the way,
Okay. No, that's what FJ said.
No. And by the way, I don't wear a lot of armor. Those vests don't protect too much.
Yeah. A light or a tracer. I mean, honestly, I have a Crytek CRB, and I have a light and a tracer unit and a laser on it.
I'll tell you, I got my tracer because of Miami.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people. That's why it's always on at Miami,
Right.
and also when we play at Rage.
Right. It's fun at Rage, man.
Hell yeah, Rage at night. It's pitch black, like pitch black. There are no lights.
I do watch people for Speed Soft.
Yeah, catch up on some of the comments if we need to address them.
I'm trying.
100 miles to go.
Yeah, so FJ said all you need for Speed Soft really is a fast trigger and then a lighter tracer, and that's dope. Yeah,
And to be able to run.
and to be able to run.
Fat man don't run no more.
Yeah, I'm fat man, but I run.
That's why I
No,
kind of take advantage.
no. That's what they do is
Yeah.
run. What we do
Oh,
is
what
walk
we do
fast.
is a brisk walk. Let me correct myself. I don't know if you guys know the D-Mo, but I watch him a lot, and he's a speed softer, but his play style is amazing. I love it. Tactical walking, Chris all says. Yes.
Have you seen
I
my
like it,
tactical
Chris.
walk?
Great.
People call me. People are like, Joker, you just go straight in. I was like, yeah, because fucking people duck from BBs.
Actually, you remember when you and me just walked straight down the
Yeah,
middle?
hell yeah, man. Lay
Took
down
the
a
light?
lay down a field of fire.
Yeah.
See, a lot of times what people don't realize when they're firing from cover is that
They don't look.
well, they're even still. Most people are not coming straight up with their gun. What happens is they're around cover, so they're bringing their gun around like that, which means they're spraying BBs before it gets on target. By that time, they're taking shots, so they duck back down again.
Right.
So when you're firing from cover, you should be popping straight up with your gun already straight out where you think your target is.
Right.
So you're shooting straight at your target,
Right.
as opposed to going through cover. Now I'm telling these little fuckers this, and now I'm going to get lit up because I'm teaching them how to do it right, and I don't like that.
That's also.
And I mean
a matter
little
of-
fuckers with all the love.
Okay,
That's
so
also a matter of trying to teach them how to use cover properly.
All right,
Because
so-
I see a lot of people run straight up to the cover and lean on it.
Right.
When that's not the way you should be.
yeah,
using
you
it.
shouldn't lean on your cover.
You should have your gun up, so all you have to do is poke out,
Right,
and not
yeah.
lean and turn.
All right, so Wheels says not for speed fast. I agree. Then Enzo goes. I look up. I look at emo. He's like a speed soft guy. FJ laughs. Chris. The stream's laggy for me. I think it's me. It's lagging because we're in the middle of nowhere right now.
Yeah.
We're driving down the turnpike heading south, and
You might catch a little. Like,
there might be
laggy
some
patches.
jumpiness.
Yeah. You might catch some lag patches.
They say that it's loading for them. Right now we're streaming well from what it's telling us.
It might be.
You might need to reload the stream maybe.
No, it's pretty much we were going through a patch.
Okay.
I saw us jar a little bit.
Okay, he said never mind, it's back. All right, cool. Welcome back, bro.
Look, man, if we're criticizing or if we're yelling, it's usually because we find something that is not good play.
Yeah.
Just like I expect that if you guys have a problem with something that we're doing, if we're not calling it. Now, when OTX and Diego and I were going at it, look, if I'm coming out of spawn and I got plastic shit in front of me and he shoots the plastic, I'm not hit. That's simple. And that's why I shot him back, and I was like, fine, I'll just walk back to my spawn. Take 2 steps back, touch it, and bop. What now?
I don't know if you guys know this. Gun hits do not count.
Yeah, gun hits don't
Miami,
count.
they
Do not count.
gun hits.
A lot of people have problems with that. Like, they don't get that. But gun hits do not count.
And then the other thing, too, is that understand the target profiles that you have. For instance, if I'm inside of a building and I'm shooting out of a window and you're down the aisle, you have a small target area that you're shooting into. While you might think your BBs are hitting, they're probably not. Unless you have a tracer like me and you can see that shit all the way down the field.
Or you have a god light like mine and it lights up the BB all the way.
Even still, you can't see if we're
No, you can see mine.
No, you-
Ask
No, you
Tinker.
can't.
Ask Tinker.
having 1,000 lumens.
Ask Tinker.
It's like having a floodlight pointing
Yeah,
at you.
I basically floodlight people when I'm in Miami.
Look, I wish I was 10 years younger so I can do the running and shit and be a speed softer. I just can't do it anymore. I'm old and
See,
broken.
you don't want to do that because I'm not even on their level and my knees are already killing me.
Well, I did that fucking my knees up skating.
You're gonna sleep? All right, Wheels, man. Hey, thanks for coming in, dude. Maybe one of these days I'll catch you in Miami.
I'll be there tomorrow.
Usually you'll catch us there anywhere between Monday
I don't
and
want to
Wednesday.
go tomorrow, but I don't know. I'll see.
I don't want to be here today.
I'll
Bitch,
see.
we went to freaking Orlando.
I did make them go to Orlando today.
Very true.
I did.
Very.
I did make
freaking
them go
true.
to Orlando.
What did Chris just say?
Chris said he was just saying goodnight, Wheels. Good night, peace off, Lord. Peace. No, yeah. Bro, I can't even tell you, like, what guns are good in speed soft, dude. I just know a lot of
I can't
people
tell
get,
you
like,
about-
Tokyo Marudis or...
I can't tell you about any of the gear. That's what I have everybody else for.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Well, with that speed soft mentality, you have to be able to corner fast. You have to be able to get around
Right.
corners.
You have to be able to run fast.
Ass. You have to be able to be light.
Have any of you played Apex who's watching this?
Huh?
Apex. It's like it's this
It's
new
a new
game,
video game.
a new battle royale.
Oh yeah, I know about
Apex Legends.
it. Yeah, I haven't played Apex.
Basically, that's a speed softer life.
Oh yeah.
Like you're dashing and rolling and running and just going crazy.
Yeah. You
That's
just
a
have to
good ass
pack-
game. I like
You just
it.
have to pack very, very light.
Yeah.
From what I see, a lot of people just pack maybe a battle belt and a thumb pouch.
They like Apex.
Yeah.
It is tight. Yeah.
I just don't have time to sit there and play games. I have to make them instead.
Yeah.
See, I don't have
Yeah,
time
man.
to sit there and play games. I'm usually asleep.
No, I do because I don't sleep, bro. I got insomnia. I
Right.
stay up till like 5 in the morning.
I don't know how you do it. I'm out by like 2.
Yeah, you can bunny hop in it. Like Steve said, Apex is alright. Chris
Yeah.
says he loves that game. You can bunny hop in it. It's pretty cool.
I saw that at PAX PAX South and then PAX East.
East.
Yeah.
Damn, we're still all the way up here. Port St. Lucie.
Yeah, we're close
No,
though.
we're 90 miles away, man.
Yeah,
Less than an hour.
we're close. Who do you guys like in Apex, man? I like Bangalore and Wraith.
I still haven't played it, so.
Bro,
Yeah.
it's dope, man. Bangalore is like this like weapon specialist, and like she can call in like
Vasquez has
airstrikes.
said something.
Oh, okay. Steve says nah, but for real though, like you can use any gun in Speedsoft as long as you have, as long as you know how to use it and you're quick with it.
Yeah. I would just say, you know,
Okay.
I understand where they're coming from. Like when I was watching their videos and all that, and I apply it to some of the stuff that was there, I understand why a lot of them shoot 3 times and all that, because
Right.
some people in Miami, man, they just don't call their shit.
Some people
But
don't react to it either.
They
Like,
can't. They don't have time to.
Yeah.
I mean, no blunt. I mean, when Vasquez was shooting some people, guy's fast on the trigger, man. He's quick.
Yeah.
So what happens is before people even know what happens, they're shot. But if you have
Right.
people that suddenly stop and do this, that's an indication they're out.
Right. And real quick, Chris, yeah, the healer girl's dope. She's one of my favorite go-tos. Also have a skin for her, so I like her. But yeah, I saw your video, Vasquez, the one that
Joker.
that Joker reviewed or whatever. But yeah, you're fast on that. About what people don't get in Miami is like some people get hit and their first reaction is to shoot you, which makes no sense. And that's where you get that inexperience, you know, like people don't realize like, hey, once you feel that pain, that means you're done. You're not, you know, in that round anymore.
Yeah. And also, man, I played back your video to hear if it was full auto. It wasn't full auto what got you in the back of the head. The problem was is that when I looked at your video again, I could see 3 to 4 bodies down the line from spawn. So you probably got lit up by 4 or 5 people without realizing it. And I understand the anger. Just try to hold back shooting back, because it's one thing to yell. We all can yell. We all can say shit. We all can get pissed off. And boys, as soon as you turn that gun up and do something, the only time I've ever done that was the cat that I shot. He raised up and shoot at me again, and I shot him a second time because he didn't hit me. And then he shoots me 2 more times, and I was like, well, fuck you.
Chris says people in Miami think you need to get hit in the head to die. I think you're right. These motherfuckers think like, oh, I got shot in the arm, I got another arm. You know, it just relates to inexperience, man.
And that's the thing. It's like, so we were. I forgot who
I
this people.
tried not to aim for arms. I tried to aim for center mass or the head.
Yeah.
And if I can get a soft spot right under the ribs, that's perfect because it's just enough sting that I know you're gonna feel it.
Yeah, I had one speed softer that he says, just shoot me. I was like, okay, because he popped up. I was in house. He popped his head up right on that backside where HUD is, and my barrel was that far from his face. And then all of a sudden he ducks back down. I was like, what? You're not going to call that? He goes around. He goes to shoot me, and I shot him. And I was like, you're not going to call that? He goes, no, man. He goes, there's no bang bang rule here. I was like, you don't want me shooting 390 FPS that far from your face with 30 gram BBs.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care how good your glasses are; they could fail.
Yeah.
And that's where shit goes
I have
through.
actually seen people get shot.
We've
in
seen
the
that
face
happen, yeah.
Yeah.
have seen
I've had
people get
BBs
shot in the
explode
face.
into like through
And
my
it
mask
hit.
into my eye, dude. Like that's
I've seen
It's
somebody's
serious.
glasses shatter and get the glass in their eye because they got shot right on the bottom of the glass.
That's what. Whoops. That's why Miami is so dangerous sometimes. You know, because they don't have the bang bang.
Enzo goes thoughts on OTX Diego.
My thoughts are is that
I never met him, so I don't know.
My thoughts on him. I don't know him as a person. The only thing I'm going off of is what I played with him on Monday, that the President's Day one, where he was overshooting people. And I don't care what happened before I stepped into the arena. The only thing I know is after I'm trotting away and my gun's going up, I get shot and pegged twice in the back of the neck. And it was the third time I got shot that game. It wasn't cool. And then, you know, he was already hot to begin with.
yeah.
It just escalated, you know?
Yeah.
Usually at the end of a game, if something happens or whatever, I try to resolve it with the people that are there. And, you know, if I feel the need to educate somebody, I try to talk to them and say, hey, look, this is why I have a problem. But I watched his videos and I would stand by my statement that he overshoots the full, you were there for this, Tinker. The one kid that was in the full Viet Cong setup. Diego's video, that kid is already putting his hands up before Diego pulls a single shot of his trigger. He then shoots him 5 times in the face at less than 3 feet. And one of them was right underneath the mask. Kid goes down crying.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's the shit we're talking about that wasn't cool. And then other guys are raising their hands up too, and he's still shooting
Right.
them. Their hands are up. It's a matter of
All it does, it creates a culture where,
it's poor gun control.
yeah,
The thing is,
it's not just that people see that and think it's okay.
Yeah.
You
And then,
know?
or then you get people pissed off and they retaliate, or they put bounties on heads.
Right.
on
So you
top
don't,
of
you
that,
don't,
a
again, we're
lot
there
of
to
these
have fun,
kids
dude.
are shooting without looking.
Yeah.
They're shooting because they're looking down at center mass. But at the same time, they're saying that they shoot until they see a hand go up. If you're not looking up where your gun is pointing so that you can see
Supremacy
a hand
goes,
up,
it's only BBs.
then
I get that
I
it's only
understand
BBs,
it's only
dude, but
BBs.
when you're, believe me, man.
Hold on. I got
Yeah.
this. Do yourself a favor if you think it's only BBs. Search airsoft injuries videos and watch. I mean, hell, man, I have one right here that was embedded in my skin.
I had two
It's
of
still.
them.
I
You
mean,
remember
the
that?
BB was under. I went like that to pop it out.
Yeah.
I had BBs get stuck in my ear. I have BBs.
Oh yeah,
that-
I was there for that.
I've had BBs go in under the seam of my glasses and get into my face mask. I've had BBs where there shouldn't be BBs. It's not fun.
Sorry,
Well, there's one right
sorry,
there.
Chriselle. Chriselle says, "What's your guys' opinion on Anthony G?"
Who?
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who
I
that
don't know
is,
who
bro.
that is, man.
Sorry.
Sorry, Russ.
Supremacy is really just being a kid about it, but
What did Vespa say?
okay, so Supremacy goes, bounties, they're gonna pay people to shoot a kid, and then he goes, wear a mask then to the face thing. It's not just the face, bro.
I have more.
Believe
masks.
me, if my gun hits hard, dude, I'm not gonna lace somebody with my gun. Point, just simple. I'm not gonna do it because I know how it feels. I'm shooting 32s and I'm shooting at 350, 360.
Yeah.
I'm shooting
it's
30s.
It's heavy.
I'm shooting 30s at 390.
It's heavy. You know.
That close, your goggles could fail, and then I put a fucking eye out. And
No, I'm talking about like my guns
Yeah, I
at 405, 410 on the regular scale.
yeah, no, I got it, and that's the part that. Look, it's not a matter. It's not.
FJ Steve said, "What do you mean, Matt?"
Huh?
Wait, what you mean, Matt? Who's Matt, bro?
Maybe he's talking about me, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, if you could clarify there, FJ Steve, we'll answer the question. But look, it doesn't matter if they're just BBs. There's still pain and shit that can happen with them. There's
It's
still,
a respect thing, dude. It's like me, right? I'm bigger than most of the people there, right?
Very true.
Somebody messes with me, I can easily break someone's face in. But I'm not gonna do it because what's the point?
Sometimes, and you have to, it's one of those things. It's like some of these other fields, man. I've seen it. I've seen it up in North Carolina when I was up there. You know, these two guys, a gentleman was popping. They thought they screwed each other. They started yelling and shit. Next thing you know, there's a fight on the field. Nobody needs that shit.
Chris Sal said, can you please explain what happened to the Viet Cong kid again?
So what happened was, if you look at OTX Diego's video from last week, he runs up on him and he's about 3 feet away and he shoots the Viet Cong kid 3 times in the face. The kid's hand was already going up when Diego came around the corner, so the kid was already calling himself out, and he got shot this side, right underneath there, and another one right in the neck, and the kid went down crying. You heard it in the video. Another guy was turning away, and he's bare-armed, and got shot 3 times right in the arm, and his arm was already up too. So it's a matter of, a lot of these guys are shooting because they see a target and not acknowledging whether or not somebody's saying, I'm out. And that's where it goes down the line. You know, they see movement, they see a target, and they shoot. Which was a problem that Monday, where I was out, I was walking, and I got lit up 5 times right in the belly and below my vest. It was all rapid shot from a speed softer, and it wasn't Diego and it wasn't Vasquez. It's nobody that's watching here. But I said, and I yelled, what the fuck? Because I'm walking with my gun up, but they saw movement and they saw no tape, and they fired. It's like, I can tell you right now, I hardly ever team kill. I think in the last 30 games I've played, I've only team killed twice.
Chris L says, that's a F. That's my friend Phil, laughing my ass off. FJ Steve says, I'm not defending him. I do the same thing. But when you're running around, you can't really tell who's hit or not. And then Chris L goes, I'm going to have to see the video real quick. Okay, so
That's towards the running around.
right.
And
I completely understand that sometimes you really don't know if someone called hit or not, because I've experienced it where people are walking around with their hands down or holding their gun like they're still in, and at that point you have to make a judgment call. But
there's a lot of
you
people,
can tell the demeanor of somebody if they're not in. You
if
know,
you're
like if
running
you're
around
relaxed,
quick enough,
if some
that
well,
you
if,
can't
that's another
pick
thing.
out a target and you can't analyze if that target is in or out, then I think that's the point where you kind of have to slow yourself down.
right.
Not that you need to slow down as towards your gameplay or go towards Milsim or whatever, but you have to slow yourself down so that you can take in the information and react accordingly.
But Diego admits that he shoots 3 shots at each target, which is where overshooting comes up. And if they don't see the hands go up,
Right.
I mean, most people will call bang bang instead of getting shot that close
Right.
range.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you got them.
It's a courtesy. Like, I shoot
Yeah.
field limit. I know somebody doesn't want to get shot 6
I
inches
double
away
tap.
with my barrel.
Well, that one I was
on
talking
their
about,
skin.
I was talking about that one kid
Yeah.
that I was that far from his face, and he goes, no, just shoot me. So I said, are you sure you don't want me to call it? Because I know your routes. I'm going to get you again. He goes, no, just shoot me. So I caught him in the house. I came up behind him, and I just went to tap him, and he went to spin around and shoot. So I shot him 3 times, and I was at close range. And he felt it. He reset, he came back, he did his same route. I came up on him again, went to say, call it. 4 times I shot him, and I felt bad about it because, you know,
You don't want to do that because you know how it feels, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it hurts.
At the end of the day, guys, we're still there to have fun, man. We're not there to fuck
And we-
each other up. We're not.
We don't want to hurt anybody, you
Yeah,
know?
man.
That's the big thing, you know?
Listen, and it's not saying let's be all nice, buddy. No, we can be competitive. That has nothing to do with it.
We're just
Be
saying,
competitive. Tell me when.
there we go, we're back up.
All right, sorry about that, guys. We dropped out again. But as I was saying, like, you just want to create a good environment for everybody. So like that, when newcomers do come in, they learn the right way, and you know, we create a good culture, because like this is a fun way, man, to blow off some steam. If you had a bad day, this and that, you know, it's a great way to be competitive and, you know, exercise and get some of that anger out, bro. You
And
know?
also, it's one of the things that Miami's becoming notorious with, people that don't call their hits, they overshoot,
Right.
and they flat out cheat. You know? I mean, there's plenty of videos of stuff out there, and
It
it's one
also
of,
doesn't help that at Miami,
You have another
they
iPhone
are
charger?
heavily
there's
understaffed
this
on
one, but you can unplug me. I'm good.
At Miami,
Yeah.
they're heavily understaffed on refs. They should have 2 refs, one in each tower that's on the field. But unfortunately, they don't have that implemented. occasionally you'll catch a ref up in their tower, but unfortunately that's not every game. That's maybe once or twice a week when they have more than one ref in the building.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they only ever staff
I'll check out
one
the
ref
moon.
and one concession
Whatever.
staff.
Oh yeah,
at
the
a
moon.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with them being understaffed and stuff,
Yeah. No, FJ, 1,000%, dude.
what do you say?
The refs don't do anything.
Nope.
Yeah, they're there
They
to call out
don't
the
listen.
game.
They
That's all.
fired the only refs that actually did anything.
And the problem
that
is,
made me so mad because like there's a couple refs that will actually walk on top of the buildings while we're playing to call people out, like, yo, you got hit, yo, get off the field, this and that, whatever. They let go of those people, and it's like the people who they have now just like call the game start and then go play on their phones and do nothing.
yeah. So
It's-
the
I see it.
It's
all the time.
worthless.
the problem is too is that when the refs are not policing and they're not there, it then relies on everybody in the field to play to play fair. Like that when they have the big people, they never should do a force on force game when they have 25 versus 25.
That's
Because
too
the
many.
only thing that it's going to foster is an era of cheating. People are not going to take their 2 hits because they don't want to go out. Because especially that first run up, people go flooding, and there goes one life right now.
Right.
It's kind of ridiculous the way that sometimes they do that. It's like I'm just looking at it from gameplay style. There's plenty of other games that can be played. There's Bomb Game, there's Light, there's Conquest. All those games will work on large groups like that. That'll keep everybody in and playing and not cheating nearly as much as a force on force does.
Right, because when you got 2 lives, nobody wants to lose automatically. I mean, honestly, I don't give a shit. It's whatever. If I'm out, I'm out.
It's a game.
But
You can wait 10 minutes
exactly.
for the next one.
But like some people, man, it's like the end of the world. Like, oh no, I'm out. I can't be out.
It's like
It's stupid.
you can
Well, I
wait
also
10 minutes for the next game to start. It's not that big a deal.
Well, I understand part of it too, because I was like watching a lot of the older videos that I had where I started recording as soon as I walked in.
Right.
And I can understand why maybe they don't want to go out because, it's 8 minutes for the game to play. They come out, it's an 8-minute pause, but when the next game goes to start, it's not like everybody goes in there and it starts within 2 to 3 minutes.
It's really like 15
It's
minutes.
like, yeah, the game doesn't start for 8 to 10 minutes, and then so next thing you know, one game takes a half hour. It's like, that sucks.
Right.
That's also part on the refs for taking so
It is.
long.
Honestly, I think if that when overshooting happens and cheating is when there's too many people. Because a lot of people don't want to go out. Everyone's just hunkered down, and then everyone's just burning mags and ammo because there's so many people you're shooting at who aren't calling or don't think they're getting hit, or they're just shooting behind cover and all that shit. Once you pass that realm of having like 2 parties, bro, have a group play, the other group sits out. When that group is out, put another group in. Like, that's it. It's like easy solutions that they don't do because they just don't care.
No. And it's kind of, let's just say it's not a rag on Miami. Let's say that in there. I mean, if there was other places, probably they would lose people to go. I mean, they lost us on Tuesday,
Right.
because we have Rage to go to now
Yeah.
on Tuesdays to do our Milsim stuff, But it's one of those things of, while there's some flaws there, the players are the one that can enact the change,
Right.
And
It's
Monday,
up to us, and like that's why I agree with you guys as far as it's within the rules of Miami, but we got to create our own rules where we actually control how we play, because if we all play and have fun and everything, all that's going to do is make us want to do it more and more and more, and then next thing you know, we're all just constantly playing, and you create more friends, more rivalries, healthy ones, than just having people not show up anymore, having only people who cheat, which
Or-
sucks, dude.
or
Like,
if somebody walks in, it's like, man, that guy Joker, I'm gonna light him up.
right. So FJ said, yeah, I agree. When there's so much people, it causes a lot of problems, and with that, it takes like 15 minutes to start a game, and when you get hit, when you get in the field with the 7 minutes and the staging, yeah, I completely agree, dude. And it's just, it is what it is, bro. Like, if they just actually gave a shit of what they were doing, you know, I'm sorry, but it's true.
Yeah.
Then things would go a lot smoother.
It depends on who. It really does depend on what ref it is, right?
The thing is, unfortunately, I do know most, if not all, of the refs there.
I've known all the refs for the past year, like
Exactly.
2 years.
They don't really police, and they don't really do their jobs the way they should, because the owner and the managers are not the ones.
It all
doing
starts at the
training.
top. It all starts at the
Exactly.
top.
The manager and the owners are not the ones doing the training. It's the other refs training the new refs, and so it's all like it's kind of a snowball effect.
I think
If you
Chris
get the
L said something
first
about
ref
fracturing his foot.
Yeah.
that doesn't do his job right, and he trains the next one in line, then we're gonna have another ref that doesn't do his job right.
Right. All right. So Christoph says my foot is fractured. I want to play so bad. Damn.
Sorry
bro,
about that,
that
bro.
sucks, dude.
Yeah.
It really does.
Listen, Thanksgiving, I tore my calf muscle, and then immediately, like a week later, I go to Overwatch, which is a 3-day sim, and walked around 40 miles in those 3 days. It was horrible.
So, my fat ass slipped and fell and fucked my knee up, and my tendons. I have ligament sprains and all that. My mom's a nurse. When I'm talking to her, she goes, "Well, maybe you should stay off it for a few days." It's like, nope.
Fuck that.
I got my Volmax ointment and I got my brace, so I'm going to be bionic.
Yeah.
And I was playing and I was moving very slow.
Nah, but a foot fracture, dude, take it easy. Are you sure it's a foot fracture, or it could be like tendonitis or something? Like,
Are you in a boot?
you got to make sure, because like, if it's just tendonitis, dude, just ice it, heat, 20 minutes each, with 10 minutes of rest in between while you stretch it. It'll slowly get better, bro. I mean, just slowly take care of it.
He says foot's in a cast.
Yeah. Oh, his foot's in a cast.
Is it a cast or is it a boot?
It's yeah. I was on a cast for like 3 weeks. Okay. Well, if you were already in a cast, well, at least you got the 3 weeks out of the way, dude. You probably got like another 2-3 weeks
Because if you got a
before
boot
you can
on,
start
man,
putting pressure on.
if he's in a boot, then he can move around inside the boot. He can do it in the back. Just stay
Hey,
in the
actually,
backside.
no. Actually, I went to Miami with my torn tendon, dude. I just didn't run. I walked.
Yeah. Dude, it's one of those things. Sometimes it's just listening and saying, "Hey, put down a field of fire."
They recently put a boot on me.
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
How old are you, Chris?
It can't be.
Bro, that sucks, man. I fractured.
It might not even be his choice.
Right.
Yeah, that's the parent saying, no.
Right.
You're gonna wait. Doctor's orders.
He's 13.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, dude, just let it heal, bro. Like, you'll heal quick.
yeah, you're young.
Yeah.
You young kids, you bounce.
You're made out of rubber, dude. Bro, I played football for like 14 years, man. That shit hurts. Torn ligaments, sprains, fractures. I mean, dislocated. I've dislocated both of my shoulders and my knees around 20 times. So,
I've been hit by 17 cars in one Broward County transit bus.
there we go.
I fell off an airplane.
Never been hit by people. It's just about the same. I played hockey for 5 years.
I have been ever so nearly killed on a long.
Ever so nearly.
Luckily, I jumped off in time, and unfortunately, my board got under the car. It completely snapped in half. Mind you, my board is made of bamboo. That shit is meant to take 500 pounds before it even cracks.
Right. Well, there you go.
So, I'm kind of glad I jumped out of the way.
Oh, it was right under his pinky. That's a nasty spot, dude.
His pinky
It's
toe.
not that
Like
it-
right under it.
It's not that it hurts, but it's like
No, that's a shitty spot.
That's because
That's your balance.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
where. Yeah.
Damn, dude.
No bueno, buddy.
Yeah, just take it easy for a bit, bro.
yeah, you'll be fine in a couple of weeks.
Hell, my son, he wants to play airsoft so bad, but he's got muscular dystrophy, so we're going to be turning his wheelchair into a tank.
Yeah.
Which
Actually,
somebody
I wouldn't
over here
mind
being
letting
a-
on my LMG.
Oh, my airsoft.
He could use it.
Here's how you take him out. You got to hit the engine. What's the engine? Me.
Yeah. Yeah. You want to talk about somebody not afraid of being shot by BBs? When we build this tank thing for his son, he's gonna be the engine for it.
So I'll be.
So if you want to take out his son, you got to shoot the shit out of this guy.
I'm not scared of BBs. I'm just hate it when I get overshot, man. Or shot when I'm walking back to spawn, because I don't run back to spawn. Which I think is a rule that Miami should enact, that people have to walk back
Because
to spawn.
that kind of tells people like, all right, this person's not playing, you know. Yeah, that'd be a good rule.
You know, you have to walk back to
Or
spawn.
at least show like, yo, like if I'm peeking a corner and I'm shot, I usually like to wave and say, dead man walking, dead man walking.
That didn't happen, man. That one day
Yeah.
I got shot up. Or my hands are up in the asshole that broke my watch.
Oh yeah.
Because I was like this and
Right.
fucking shot my watch and smashed it.
Ouch.
You had to, my hands were up, because I was recording, and I was like, and they shot and destroyed my watch. I was so pissed about that, man.
I'd be mad too.
See, that's why I wear my watch on the inside of my wrist instead of the
It
outside.
wouldn't have mattered. I was getting hit from both sides.
Oh,
Yeah,
that sucks.
it was one of those. It's
By the way, guys, the moon looks awesome tonight. If
well,
you
not
wanna-
anymore. It was looking.
It was
flame.
full and like reddish, but now it's like half.
It wasn't full.
Well, it's
No, it's
No, it
been
just
a
looked
half.
like it looked like it was on fire.
Now
I mean, it
it's
still
kinda
looks
just
dope
like-
though. It looks like a half cookie, like a big ass half cookie.
is on fire.
Oh
Oh
god.
my god.
Look, there's a reason why I don't sing karaoke
Yeah.
either.
We did not approve that message. That just happened.
Woohoo!
Yeah, man. I mean, even though you guys do speed soft, try the Milsim side, dude. You'll learn something from, you know, you got to learn from different arts, bro. Like that's when you become more well-rounded.
The problem is that if you're shooting, and I'm not saying this in a negative way, it's just a matter of, it's pretty much shooting, it's shooting 101. If you are shooting your target that many times and they're already dead, or they already have their hands up, means
You're wasting time.
You're not
So
you're not identifying your target.
new target
right.
acquired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to identify that target and make sure you're on target, and you know, especially if you're young. If you're a small guy and you're doing it to somebody that's
Oh man, you'd be a beast if you just
well, that, it's
tap
not
tap
even
tap 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 and just keep running.
No, if you really want to see a good shooter,
that. What
I
does
would
Steve say?
recommend you
Yeah, it
look
takes
at
like a
this
second
guy
for me to
called
get it.
Jerry
Oh.
Mitchell. That guy is an
It just came
insane
in.
shooter. You want to talk about
Steve?
target acquisition? You look at him.
Sorry. Okay, so Chriselle says, when I get old enough to get my own money, I'll try on Milsim games. Do it, bro. Do it. You'll enjoy it, dude. For real.
These guys were trying to
FJ.
get me out to go to a Milsim last year, and I couldn't make it.
Right.
And I finally was able to make it this year. I'm going with them up in April to Homeland.
Okay, so Steve said the closest thing I did to Milsim was GMR like 2 years ago before I did Speeds Off. Cool, man. I mean, honestly, there's many like Milsim events that occur. DV8 is a great place.
Well, it depends
I'm supposed to be
on.
into that one.
We don't know how old Steve.
Well, no,
is.
I'm just saying, like, believe it or not, in the Milsims, I see a lot of 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds,
but
15-year-olds.
it
It's
also
usually
depends
because
on
they live
if
in
they're.
the area.
But also the parents and all. But what I'm trying to say is, it's possible. If you can find your way to just like little baby Milsims, like where it's half a day or a whole day or whatever, or just an event where, like, I've been to events where and like stuff like it's
we play
cool.
night games. That shit's insane.
Yeah, it expands your eyes, bro. You want to see a Star Wars battle? Go to night games. Everyone with tracer units and infrared and all that. It's crazy. You just see lasers everywhere with just BBs flying all over the place.
Woo.
Yeah,
Like
that sulfur
like
smells
prop
nasty.
in like
That's-
a playback of a Star Wars fight, and that's pretty much what it looks like.
Right.
Yeah.
You just see lasers flying back.
No one's actually hitting each other, just like that. Because you don't know where you're shooting. It's just do 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 do. And then here I come with my godlight, boom, just shining up the world.
Oh, I see them all.
Yeah. FJ said, I'm 16, so I could drive and shit. Yeah, the night game looks sick as fuck. As sick as they look, bro, they're gonna suck at first. because you're not gonna know what the fuck's happening.
Yeah.
You're gonna get shot a shit ton of times until
or
you get the hang of don't shoot until you know you're gonna hit.
Or like Joker in a pitch dark has his GoPro on with the little red light going, shoot me, shoot
Right.
me, shoot me.
You got to pay attention
you have
to
no
little
idea
things.
how many times I pegged this guy at range.
You know
because
how
I seen a
important.
little red light.
Right. You know how important it is to have your gun zeroed when you get to night games because you got to make your shots count. So.
Well, not even have your gun zeroed because my gun's not 100% zeroed.
But yeah,
but I know where I'm hitting.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
Well,
I'm used to
that's
having
still
my gun.
zero. That's still zero because you know where you're hitting.
More or less.
No, it's because it's the first two shots
Right.
you're watching where your BBs go. Like
But
I
by
have,
that time, you're giving away too much information.
oh dude,
I
we
want
were
to do one shot.
the
dead.
last when we were playing at Rage and it was that last game. I intentionally gave away my position so he could shoot people.
Right. Oh no, I know.
People were shooting at him, and I was already.
I was
getting
under you
everybody
shooting
else
other
to-
people.
I know, and you had two people above you didn't even realize. That was awesome. We were playing 2-man teams and we had like 9 teams out there.
Yeah.
And
That could be fun at Miami too. Holy shit! Just think about that. So basically, what we were doing is simulating like we're trying to prepare for Homeland. So we're like, you know what? As the last game to make it more fun, break off into 2-man teams. Everyone go to a corner, and last team to survive wins. It's a battle royale, right? So, you know, I'm big, okay, but man, my partner is a sheriff. Like he's an officer, and like, dude, I snuck up on him. Like he got freaked out that I was with him. And he's like, oh my god, all right, well we're gonna go do this, and like, you know, it's fun because it's like you just see a bunch of skirmishes, and instead of immediately attacking, giving away your position, you know, we looked around, made sure that all right, if we shoot right now, we'll be good, or don't shoot right now. There's another team across. Let them expose themselves. It's a bunch of things, man. But
it makes you think about what
Right.
you do before you do it.
it brings that awareness up.
And it was really funny because one team was in the what we call the tower, which was the second story of this one, this like a house-like structure, and he was below them,
And they didn't even know.
he didn't know they were above him either. I shot the ones above, and I saw the door open because I told Tinker, I was like, Tinker, that right there, and I lit up with the laser on your window. I was like, right there.
Unfortunately, I couldn't see him because there was something in my way.
Yeah. And then I got pegged in the back of the head by freaking Smite
Yeah.
Miles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once they came running around that corner, they got lit. the
But we
fuck
lit
up.
them up.
Yeah.
It was crazy. That was a good game. Enzo says, if JP uploaded a video right now, would you watch it?
Right now, no, I'd watch it tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'd probably have to watch it in the
what
morning
is...
just because I'm like dead
Okay.
tired right now.
Anyone just witnessed what I just saw?
Yeah,
Was the guy
somebody
pull
just
over?
stopped in the middle.
He's not. No, that's not in the middle. That's a lane. That's
Yeah,
a.
but it doesn't have the...
Yeah.
It should get all the way over.
Right.
Exactly.
No, it did. It had the white triangle strip going.
Oh,
up.
did it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It just didn't have the reflectors.
Gotcha. Enzo, I mean, he's driving. It wouldn't be really safe. Right now, this is okay because I'm reading off everything for him, and all he's doing is driving. But I'm pretty sure as soon as he gets to the house, he'll...
Well, it might not be tonight because I mean, once I get in, I got to take everything off,
No, that's true.
and we recorded.
Hey, if he uploads it, I'll even get on it. Just send me a link to it, or at least tell me his username, and I'll look it up.
it's JP Vasquez.
Oh,
Yes.
is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the same names that you see there. On the screen.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, I'll even look it up. Just tell
First
me
tip?
when he puts it in.
First tip: get a new case. I got mine on Amazon. Amazon Prime was there in 2 days. It was only $12.
Oh, that video? Yeah.
Yeah,
It got
gotta
shot up a
clean-
little bit.
You gotta clean.
So just
that
clean it
lens,
up, yeah.
Do something, because
Something's burning.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Metal and rubber. Something that's not supposed to be burning is burning.
That's plastic. Rubber smells different.
As if I-
Yeah, that's
Oh,
it.
you have the vents turned on?
Yeah, I don't have it on simulation.
Okay. I think you might have to readjust the camera. It looks like it's falling. Burn.
And look, you know, also the thing I can tell you guys right now is I could be wrong in my opinion. I doubt it, but I could be wrong in it. It could be the way that speed softers are always going to play, and I can accept that too. But the reality is like, then that means that more than likely we won't play games together. And I like challenges.
I like playing against speed softers because they're fast.
They're fast.
They make me want to play harder, you know.
Hey, the second game we played, the second light game, the one after, we won.
Right.
Because I just took a different route.
Okay, so they're running. Chris L says, if MTL ever dumps me, I'm gonna dump their GoPros. Steve says, shoot them in the leg, and then they will need to put ice on their knees. I don't know who MTL is.
I don't know who MTL is, but he's talking about the
pretty
speed softers. You almost made me fucking snarf my soda, man. He's already done that to me today.
Yeah. Good.
Fucking Mountain Dew burns when it goes up the nose, man.
Do.
It's MTL Airsoft.
Who's MTL Airsoft?
I've never met MTL Airsoft.
Yeah.
But dude, if they're dumping, that's fucked up, dude. You don't do that shit. It's a waste of BBs, man. Like, what the fuck?
If it's not, look, you can actually, if you watch a lot of my videos, you'll hear me yell at people, who the hell's going full auto?
Yeah, I do that.
Because I'll go up and get in their face about it because it's not cool.
Oh, no,
Alright,
I have
so
fought people
FJ
full
said
on
it's
I am, and walked up to them, grabbed their
they
gun,
said
and
they're cringe 12-year-olds. They have a YouTube. Gotcha. I mean, it's funny because it's like people think like, oh, I got a camera, let me go on YouTube immediately. It's like, no, I mean, you got to be a student of the game, bro. Like, you got to learn before you start doing stuff, you know. It's the only way you get better. And then, like, when people critique you, don't take it the wrong way, man. You know,
No.
just listen and then...
JP got my tone exactly.
Right.
I was tearing into him because I was pissed off about Monday.
Right.
Because I posted that video, I think, Tuesday? Maybe Wednesday? I was still hot about it. It was had to be Wednesday because Tuesday we had we were at Rage.
Tuesday we got targeted.
I think his video went up Tuesday, and I already made mine.
Chris L says they think that they're the best in Miami Airsoft. Well, for people who think they're the best in Miami Airsoft, I've never heard of them ever.
Exactly.
If you guys want to see someone who's good at Miami, look up what are they called?
Want to see
What's that team called? The Brotherhood or whatever?
Oh, which one? Carlos's team?
No, the people who like wear like Boba Fett masks and all that.
Oh, damn it.
Like Swamp Brotherhood or something like that.
I don't know.
Some of those, the thing is with some of those teams is that, you know, first off, communication's key. You know, it's a team. If you're a speed softer, you're maybe only a 1 or 2 man team at best. You know, because you really just can't effectively communicate on where you're going.
Right.
Like, that's what's funny is sometimes when speed softers clash with Milsim guys, especially Milsim guys with comms, you all get messed up. That's how they lost that second game, because we were on comms.
As soon as we jumped on comms, it was over. Because as soon as one of us was getting shot from, we know where you're shooting from. We see your lights, we see your BBs, and we have 3 other people that I'm talking to on my comms right here that know exactly where you are as soon as you shoot at me. And as soon as I can point out targets for them, it's over. Because they have targets that are focused on something else that aren't looking around. Because it's very easy to get that tunnel vision when you start shooting. And so as soon as you get that tunnel vision, you got 3 people waiting to take you out while you're focused on me. That's why those comms come in very, very handy, and they're very, very important.
I'm sorry if I'm quiet. I'm just trying to find these people's names.
Who?
Black Marsh Brotherhood.
Like, oh. Yeah, they're the ones that show up. They're the ones that hang
They
over at
come on the
Simba.
weekend. Yeah, Black Marsh Brotherhood.
Are those the ones that are the one that always has the riot shield?
No, they always wear like
The stormtrooper masks.
they wear like random like these like crazy biker gear get-ups and stuff, and they're pretty creative, dude. They go on the weekends and they're pretty nice people, man, and they're good peoples.
I'll tell you what, I still don't like playing with the Venezuelans.
I'll never like
Those three guys.
They're
You want to talk
terrible.
about some cheaters, man?
They're terrible, dude.
I never knew Miami allowed juggernauts.
Yeah, for real, dude.
Wait till I show up as Batman.
Oh God, that's gonna be fun.
Put myself behind the cape. Batman.
Yeah, Black Marsh Brotherhood, guys. Sorry, my thing disconnected, but yeah, I like them, dude. They're pretty dope. Playing with them is nice, and they have this dude called Jacket. Like he looks like Bumblebee, so I call him Bumblebee. But his name is Jacket. Dude is fire, man. He uses like this gold Desert Eagle. He's really good, really good. He like hops over the plane and stuff, and like jumps through it, and like it's ridiculous, dude. The man's like jumping through windows and cover. Like he's committed. He's committed.
Not it. Too old for that shit.
He's not even. I wouldn't even
have to show up one day with a walker with a gun mounted on it.
Here's the thing. He's not even like a speed softer. I wouldn't even classify him that.
No, it's
He's just fast. Like he runs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I've done some crazy ass shit when I was in there. Like I did the whole Starsky and Hutch thing across the front of the plane, and
I've done that over the
car.
cars.
Yeah.
dude, I have legit. When they were still moving the field around, they had one of the cars that was blocking the barbershop side from getting into Everglades, and I have come out of spawn as soon as they start game and jumped over the trunk of the car to get into Everglades before the other team.
Well, I'll tell you what. One thing I don't like about the setup now is that if you're barbershop spawn, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Because it's a wide open.
The fence behind the house sucks now.
Yeah.
It used to be really good.
It used to be good because you had to actually go and
Maneuver through it.
Yeah, maneuver through it. Now it's just a war zone with the house in the middle. It's just a back and forth war zone with the house in the middle.
Because the problem that comes up now, like with that, is if you're in the back by the shipping crates, or by Everglades, dude, you're flying through with no issues. Really, you have all the cover to get to wherever you need to go. But if you're not, man, you have very little cover.
You have very little cover. You have to move very, very fast.
Right.
You only have one avenue to go.
Up front.
If you don't want to get engaged right away, the only avenue you have is going behind the garage, which means that people post up over there by Everglades and then 7-Eleven.
Right.
Whereas if you're back there at the Everglades spawn, man, you have 5 different directions you can go off to.
Right.
Yeah.
Chris Sell says he misses the old layout. Me too, man. Like two layouts ago was amazing.
I have
The
no
old
idea.
layout was really good. I like the old layout.
I only know the new layout.
So 2 layouts ago, the way the fence was, as Tinker, I would only go fence.
Yeah.
Only. I was like, dude, I'm going fence.
Well, I've seen the videos.
Because the fights in the fence was amazing. Like, it was set up like, kind of like a zigzag,
Yeah.
and that was the only way you could get through it. There
Exactly.
wasn't like
there were times where I seen Berto only walk in with a pistol
just to do the fights in the
just
fence.
to go through the fence. That was
Dude,
it.
I loved it, bro. Like, I had my ATP extended mags and everything, and you just see me dip out, just full speed.
Like, I have never seen Berto move that fast.
Like, I'm just laying in. All right. Okay, so yeah, FJ first says, old layout, you could run everywhere. It was awesome. 1000%, dude. I loved it. I love that you can run through everything. I miss when the port was big as fuck. Yes, me too. When the port was like that fenced area. I don't know if you remember when they had the fence up,
I remember
but that was awesome too, man. That was a really nice thing. I don't think they had the house set up like they had the house set up like further down. I think.
The thing is, all the way in the back corner where that individual hut was at,
Right.
the house that's
Right.
now in the middle,
Was more towards their spawn.
the back wall of that house was pushed up to the corner, and that was their spawn.
Yeah. Okay.
The house
yeah.
was their spawn, well, at least behind it.
Yeah, the port was big as fuck, man. That's true. I do miss those days of just running. That's literally like run and gun. I'm not a speed softer, but I love just running in there with my pistol and just flying. It was fun, man. All right, as a big guy, when I say flying, I mean like a Boeing 747, not like a jet fighter.
It was funny because
believe me, I felt like a jet fighter
Hey,
doing
it's
that
okay.
shit.
I've seen videos.
You've
of
seen
going-
me take off though. Like,
I've seen videos of 457, 440,
747.
the 747s doing fucking barrel rolls. It's okay. It's
They're
possible.
slow. It could do done.
Hey, for a
It could
big
be
guy,
done.
I'm gonna give it to myself. For a big guy, I'm very acrobatic. You can ask this guy.
Dude, we almost lost you like 5 times today at Disney. Just because you're
I was on my phone.
disappeared.
I was on my phone, recording and videoing. and
We
all
were. So it's like
Oh yeah.
I'm never gonna be. I mean, I can run and I can move. I'll never be as fast as the speed stop is because I'm just not that young anymore. But you know what I would like to see happen is something be put in by the garage in front of the like not a car but something bigger that would block the
kind
way.
of like a separation wall or something.
Something there right by
like a fence.
like a fence.
That'd be cool.
Like a small section of fence that just blocks off something. So that way there's not a clear line of sight to go down.
I'm not gonna say where, but when I'm in the far side spawn, I can lock down 3 avenues of entry from the close spot.
Oh yeah.
I won't say where because I like my spot and I don't want to get that
Give it
spot
up.
away. But
Dude, there are
I can
times
sit there and I can just light everything up and no one can walk out of it.
Dude, there are times where we go to Miami and I can play fucking hide and seek playing a force on force. Just because I know several spots in that place where I can hide that nobody's gonna find me, and then I can light people up like a mad.
Funniest part, we were playing force on force like the last time I went, and we all sat in the bus. I'm talking about like 10 of us. Sat in the bus, waited for the team to thin out because there's too many people on the field.
Like for you kids that play Fortnite and stuff.
Right,
imagine
we did the
team-
Fortnite bus.
We were the battle bus.
We were on there,
We were
dude.
just sitting there waiting for people.
We were
to
just
come
like,
to us.
and like the thing is, like we set up like ambush points, so people had their gun up, so we all just like sat in there, like, all right, as like 5 minutes passed by, all right, cool, let's go, and like,
everybody dropped.
yeah, everyone dropped.
Engagement time.
It's like we see half the team walk out. All right, time to go.
Yep.
Less people to get in my way.
It's fun, man. You gotta make it your own, man. You gotta make
You
like-
gotta have fun. With
Like the
game.
one day where they rushed me to go in. I didn't even check my battery. I didn't check my guns. I didn't check my sidearm. And next thing you know, I got 30 rounds of battery, and I only have 4 rounds in guns. So I was just taking objectives,
right.
running full speed. They're like, "Holy shit, Joker can run!" And that's the other thing, guys. When you see a big guy like me running,
Get
and
out
I
of
don't
the way.
stop right away, it's because I got a thing called momentum, and my brakes don't work too well.
Right.
If you see a man like Joker or like Birdo running, your best bet is just take one nice big step to the side.
I'm moving 259 pounds as fast as I can go. I just don't put the brakes on like that.
It's gonna take a few hundred feet.
It was it was funny, the one video where we were going up against OTX and all that. Where I put it up there, you see the one kid do like this weird ass bunny hop over the fucking tires.
Right.
I was like, no thanks.
It's like, yeah, you can stick to that.
Chris L says, I want a grenade launcher. That would be cool. Cool as fuck. Like under my gun. I mean, it's okay. I've seen that whole setup for Grenadiers. The only thing I have with it is you're not gonna want it under your gun. Believe
much.
me, you're
It's
gonna
too bulky.
you're gonna want it as a
It's too
sidearm.
big and too heavy.
So what I saw a lot of people do is they'll put their guns out, pull it out, shoot it into a window, and immediately dash out to attack, which is what I would do. And there's also different types of rounds.
You just said something GMR, I think.
GMR. It's more for looks, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, the problem with that is if you're thinking about looks and all that, you know, that thing is bulky and it's
Yeah.
big.
For
and
Miami,
it's-
yeah.
And it
It's
just,
heavy.
yeah.
It is heavy.
It's very heavy.
I mean, if you got the
place-
muscles for it, go for it, bro.
But it's a bulky add-on to a gun, and Miami is a place where bulky
Speed
guns
is
don't work
key.
well. Yeah,
In a place like Miami, speed is key.
I'm pissed off that my fucking my tracer barrel sticks out now much further
Right.
because, and I'm not giving up the tracer.
Right.
I'll sacrifice for the tracer, but
Right. I knew eventually that would happen.
what the
The tracer. That's why I used the godlight flashlight to trace my BB.
I'd much rather have it because what it is that it's not just what happens with your Godlight though is people are closing their eyes. I want people to see that they're getting hit.
No, they feel it.
Oh yeah.
It's something
They feel
different.
their eyes burning through their eyelids. That's what they feel.
It's like Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Right.
But no, I want people to see that they're getting hit. You know, like when I shot Vasquez, when he went running up the middle, I shot 4 or 5 of those guys.
Right.
I could see my BBs hitting, and I was like, I know that I got you all.
Right.
Or like there's one, I don't think you were there. Tinker, I think you were there. When the 4 guys go running into the house that one time, I'm just, I was like, come on.
I loved having a tracer on a pistol.
There we go.
Sorry about that. All right, so to make a comment on that, Christel says, if I want to get a longer rail and I get a longer outer barrel, will I need a new inner barrel? You don't. But here's the trick. Here's the trick. Get that longer rail, get a shorter outer barrel, and then get like a mock suppressor and run the inner barrel through that suppressor. It'll look super neat due to the fact that your suppressor is going to be tucked in the rail. So not only will your profile be smaller, but your gun looks more clean.
Yeah, if you actually look at some of my older videos before I put the tracer unit on, you can see exactly what Berto's talking about.
It looks fire.
Yeah.
Like, it looks A1. When I see that, I'm like, this person knows what the fuck they're doing. Because it just looks nicer, and also you're maximizing what you have. You could even get a longer inner barrel to have more range. You know, that's just up to you. That's your prerogative. I mean, if you really want to shoot far too, get a flat hop.
Provocative, huh? Prerogative.
Oh, my bad, dude.
Because it's very provocative to get a longer barrel.
I'm tired. FJ told Chris that he should do that.
Yeah, if you check out some of any of my older videos, I think from like 2 weeks ago.
Remember my setup?
Yeah.
For my first gun, my Apex.
Check 2 to 3 weeks ago. Any of those videos, you should see my G&G. If you see the laser on one side and a light on the other, that's my G&G that has the exactly what he was talking about, where it sat inside and my barrel went right to the very edge of that mock suppressor. It's on that line, that wire there. That's why it's doing that. It does look fire, but like I said, for Miami, I need to run the suppressor or the tracer.
Christel says, I know what you mean, because I'm going to have a 9-inch rail, and at the moment I have a... Yeah, dude, go for it. 9 inches isn't that bad. So long as it's...
That's what she said.
So long...
These are kids.
Yeah. So long as that suppressor or whatever is tucked in. Dude, you can even get like an amplifier. If that amplifier fits in that rail, dope. Or you can get if you want to have a tracer unit tucked into your, get the G&G Phantom Owl, I think it's called. They're about to release a 14 millimeter adapter for it, because it's currently 12 millimeter for a pistol. But if you get that adapter with the Owl, it's like $86 altogether. It's a very narrow, very small, and a good quality tracer unit. So
Well, there's also some by other companies. I think Ace Tech has the lighter.
well,
That's
but the
legitimately
lighter,
the size
No.
of a lighter, and it's already in 14 millimeter.
no, absolutely, and it's cheaper, but
Exactly.
they've been denting very badly due to BB hits.
Yeah.
The aluminum is super thin, so you have to consider that. It's honestly, it's all up to you. It's a preference. So do what you feel
Just
will look better for you. You know.
do your research.
So-
Also,
It's all
the
fun.
lighter doesn't last as long because there's not as much room for battery.
Yeah.
So instead of running like, let's say 5,000 rounds, it'll run like 2,000. You know, it's a bunch of things to consider.
Exactly.
I mean, mind you, 2,000 rounds is a lot of rounds.
Yeah.
But like if you're doing like an all-day thing, it might be worth it for you to get spend that extra like 30 spend the extra like $30 and, you know, get a get one that lasts much longer, you know?
Yeah.
How do I know this? Like, this is...
But the other thing too is, I just realized that Berto not only has pissed off my wife, but now he's going to piss off a mother that the kid's going to go, Mom, I really need this. Berto said so.
Right. Oh, God. No.
Guys, it's all Berto's fault.
Oh,
That's
my
right.
God. So that's
It's
today's
his fault.
theme. It's everything's my fault.
No, today is definitely your fault.
Did you have fun, though?
No.
Uh-huh. On video purposes, in case my wife watches.
I know, right? No, not at all. No.
No fun. No fun Sunday.
Berto's not in frame over there.
It's okay. No fun Sunday, Berto.
Ah, whoa! Shit went flying.
Damn, dude, we're almost home. That's crazy.
I know. That's
Thank you guys for staying with us too. Like,
it helps us get.
I like chatting with you guys. You know,
It also it helps out, like, you youngins don't realize that, you know, text is not a good medium in which to talk. Motherfucker. Text is not a good medium in which to communicate, because I put my feelings of what you're saying into your text. So you might be having a lighthearted joke where I see it as being serious, and it's
Right.
like,
you never know the person's intent.
Exactly. It's unfortunately texting is very, very dry.
Yeah.
And so you read it, it's very easy to read it differently than what the person wanted to
Subject
say.
it to be.
Exactly.
that shit. Oh, well, Berto's not in it, but Berto
That's
doesn't-
fine. I'm in the dark side anyway.
Dark side of the moon.
Oh man, that was a good day for me. Sorry guys, I ruined their days. Especially Mark for wife purposes.
I'll make it up to her tomorrow. Find out what she's really upset about. I'm sure it had
Dude, we're
something.
in commercial already.
Yeah.
Yo.
Joker makes a good time.
Yeah. I mean, and thanks to these guys talking with us and stuff, we've had, you know, time fly by faster, and you know, it's been great, dude. Talking about a lot of things that, you know, need to be talked about, dude, because a lot of people don't say anything because it's like, oh, this is house rules for Miami, and like nobody wants to argue that, but in reality, dude, we should make our own rules, dude.
Well,
Like,
the reality
honestly,
is-
I don't want to shoot somebody point blank because my gun will hit and go through. Like,
Well, it's like I said before, when it starts as a cascade. You have a
Right.
cascade of players that, you know, feel that they've been wronged. So they then amp up what they're doing. So
Right.
then that starts the other one go, well, what the hell? And the funny thing was like,
it's the Cold War all over again.
JP and then or Vasquez and OTX were like, you were trying to get us banned. I was like, no, I wasn't. I didn't once go up there. What I
Yeah,
wanted was
well,
for you guys to understand that
As a
it's
matter
not a
of
cool way to
fact,
play.
I don't know who it was, but they tried to get me banned because they thought I was going full auto when my gun doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I shoot with 7.4s. My gun is not very fast in full auto. I just have a very quick trigger.
Yeah.
And somebody tried to get me banned because they accused me of going full auto.
Just wait till I get my HP8 LMG.
With
That's
that-
not full auto. That's full auto.
That's, gonna be my
That's
type-
basically
All
my
you hear is an
HPA.
AC-130. Bang! Done. That's
That'll be-
full auto.
That's gonna be my gun next week.
I want a DSG, so, but I don't have the money.
Gate Titans, bro.
Hey, I'm okay with having a fast trigger.
What kind of HPA are you getting? It's actually not HPA. I'm getting a Polar Star LMG. It's an M249, and I think it's Gen 2, which is not bad, dude. And I really, honestly, I wanted it just to have a different type of style of play. Because, you know, I'm always running with an M4. I have a Crytek CRB that's completely decked out. I love it to death, dude. I got like a Godzilla motor in it. It's flat op, all that goody stuff, and like it's accurate to a point, man. Like we're in Hot Shots, and I'm ranging just as far as an average SSG, you know, and like the dude's like, holy shit, like, you know, you're almost at my range, and with a CRB, I'm happy, dude. But I want that LMG, you know, to have fun. I watched a lot of Airsoft Alphons, which I'm gonna say the dude overshoots a lot of people. But I mean, I can see why, because he's he's kind of HP'd, and that thing shoots like 15 rounds by the time he lets go of the trigger. So, but I saw a lot of his videos, and it was fun, and I was like, dude, I need to have one of those. What are your thoughts on DSG? I think DSG is dope. If you have the money for it, go for it.
Not even gonna lie, I want one.
Yeah.
Just because
I know like 3 or 4 people getting DSGs.
What are DSGs?
Yeah.
dual sector gear. Those
Yeah.
guns that shoot really, really fast.
They're dope, but the thing is I go for torque over high speed, just because torque lasts longer, and the cutoff point isn't that vast. I mean, honestly, what's the real difference between shooting 30 a second versus 50 a second?
Well, I look at it from this perspective too. If you're shooting that many rounds that fast, right? Are you really effectively hitting your targets?
Christelle says, I'm going to have wheels build me an SSG on my SRS. Dope, dude. Hey, man, honestly, you can do whatever you want with it, bro. Like, customize your gun, dude. That's the beauty of Airsoft, is you get to make things yours. You don't have to get an average SSG to get the average range. You can get another gun. It'll cost money, and it'll cost near an SSG, but you get what you want, man. You get what you pay for. Don't cut corners. All right? Just get the better grade stuff, and instead of risking your gun with shitty quality.
So I started off, I mean, even when I got into Airsoft and I went cheap with my guns and everything else. Now my Lancer Tacticals, they work well. They're workhorses. But, it's when I bought my G&G, I was
Apex.
It was definitely a nice little upgrade that got me going where I needed to for playing. And look, here's the thing I say that I've said a lot, because I used to do it at paintball. Gear is one thing. Gear can make a good player better, but the reality is, if you're a great player, you don't need gear. You don't need gear. You can go with one of the shittiest guns out there and still be very. You can take a field gun and still be very effective,
right,
and still kick ass. So that's why tactics are more important than gear.
Right.
In fact, good gear can make you a worse player because you're relying too heavily on
the gear.
On the gear.
Remember Tac Kid?
Yeah.
So there's this guy who comes on the weekends at Miami Airsoft. I don't know if he still does. And this dude is to the T geared up. We call him Tac Kid. All right? As soon as that whistle blows, he's maybe 5 feet from spawn. Doesn't move. Doesn't do anything because he's so terrified. He has no gameplay. He has all the gear, but no gameplay. So it's like, what's the point? That's why like people who do like speed soft and all that, like that's crazy, dude. Like you guys do it with minimal gear, minimal this. I mean, your guns are high tech and all that shit, because I know a lot of pistols that are up there, dude. They're like $800, $900. So like, but I've also seen people just do it with like, I've done it. I got a KWA ATP. I run it with the KWA ATP and just rip it. It's just it depends how you use it, bro. Chriselle says the tech is telling him how to on what to get. That's cool that you got somebody to tell you, but always get a second opinion, dude. Don't just rely on one source, because that source might have misinformation, or like, always take everything with a grain of salt. That's just a life lesson.
I do 2 or 3 different, because I'm really not going to get into the tech aspect. I don't have time in my life to get into all the shit like these guys do. So what I do is I ask 2 to 3 people that play, that I trust, and say, hey, what is this? Like, I'm looking at getting a saw.
All right.
And they're like, there's the argument between HPA and battery.
Exit right to
battery
exit
is not good
53,
because
State Route 818,
it eats it up
Griffin
too
Road.
fast.
Yeah.
You want to. The gears die fast, dude. The gears die fast.
Well, and that's one of the, like, some of the stuff that goes down with it.
Right.
So it's like,
Yeah. So he says, Chriselle says he's getting a new piston, SHS gears, ASG motor, and Titan gate blader. Yeah, I went on Reddit. Dope. Another place that's really good, dude, and I met them going to a milsim is Stampede Airsoft. They're located in like Ocala area in Florida. They're kind of like a mini e-bike. Their techs are absolutely amazing, and like they know what they're doing and how they're doing it. You know, you can legit call them up, be like, yo, I want to get this done to my gun. They'll not only tell you how to do it or what you truly need, but they're very friendly, man. They're polite. They'll take their time with you, and if you send them a gun to work on it, they legit only take like a week to 10 days to get it back. So
That's not bad at all.
That's not bad at all. And like they're very precise with what they do.
In
Man.
900
They give you a
feet,
complete
turn
detail
right
of
on
what
Griffin Road.
and how they're doing if you're not left in the dark with your gun. And then
Turn right on Griffin Road.
on their so look them up, dude. They're actually pretty nice people. I met them at Overwatch when they were out there. The owner's tremendous. The techs are great. They worked on my gun, dude, in the middle of the night. Just putting that out there because my gun started failing for a little bit.
In 1.4 miles,
But, yeah, they're
turn left on
fantastic
Southwest
people.
70th Avenue.
Yo,
You need papers.
that's bugs, dude.
Yeah, leave Brittany alone.
It's gonna be a while till you wipe those
Fuck,
off with
yeah.
those with those wipers. It's gonna be a while till those come off.
In 1 mile, turn left.
What time are you going to Miami?
Probably go around 4:30. Oh shit. Well, I'll find out from Grassy.
Okay.
Once Grassy notifies me and what time he's coming and all
Well, I
that.
might go then.
Yeah, because Grassy will be there.
I'll ride with you, but this time,
No
No-
going to Orlando.
no Orlando
That shit ain't
trip.
happening.
No
Dude.
Orlando trip.
Dude,
No
the
Orlando
wife will
trip.
be like,
No Orlando
say
trip.
what?
Next month, though.
What you mean next month?
Well,
Sorry,
next
guys,
month's
I'm
only
just-
next month's only a week away.
Exactly.
Fuck. God damn it, Berto. No more Orlando trips.
Yeah. But for
wasn't
real
bad,
though,
man.
guys, thank you so much for staying with us and all that. I appreciate it.
We're almost home.
I like talking to new people and all that. If you guys go out tomorrow, I'll meet you tomorrow. Yeah, man.
And I don't get mad, man. I get even.
I don't. It is what it is. But I'd rather have fun. I go out there to have fun. And get a little bit competitive, you know. I think that's what we're all there for. But
A little bit.
Not like that rage. That one. Remember that one rage guy that we called him the
Oh, yeah.
Rager? Oh, dude, that guy was fucking hilarious. I shot you. You shot the wall. No, I didn't. I went home and looked at the video. Nothing but wall. And then he
Pegging
shot.
wall,
And
yeah.
then he shot my lens protector.
right,
I was like, that don't count, dude. But he was already shot by that time, and he kept shooting at me.
right.
'Cause that's one thing I'll
it's
tell
the
you right
guy
now.
that I hit, and then he just kept shooting anyway. It's like, all right, man. Well, I'm just gonna go to the next position. I'm not gonna bother with you.
Same, Steve. We appreciate you going on and all that. And sometimes when people put up a video and then all that contentiousness went down, it's like, hey, look, I could have been a much bigger dick about it.
All right,
Yeah,
so
things could have gone very, very
FJ
different.
Steve says, all right, I'm gonna go to sleep. I won't be going for a week or so. Nice chatting with you guys. Chris says, hey Steve, did you get your gun? Yeah, man, it was definitely nice chatting with you, dude. Have a great night. Sleep well. I'll catch you whenever we go there, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
usually I usually go on Mondays and Wednesdays to Miami, and then Tuesdays we're at Extreme Rage Paintball Field, but that's because we take over the field there.
Yeah, we basically just own the field on Tuesday.
Yeah.
we pay a little more, but we play literally from
Well, last week we didn't do it, but the week
Right.
before we played from 2 to 9.
2 to 9.
Turn left on Southwest
Well, I mean,
70th
last week
Avenue.
we stayed until like 10.
10, yeah, we stayed until 10. But, it was one of those things of, I'm not even going to touch it because I'm about to hit 2 speed humps.
Right.
We were there till 10, but we also got we also got a late start on that one too. That zombie
In 1
game
mile,
was
turn
a
left
fun
on
time.
Southwest
Yeah.
57th Street.
That was
Why do
fun.
the zombies have comms?
Oh, that's a good video.
Ugh.
Oh, that was.
Ah.
You just hear Bird.
You just hear me talking like a zombie. Ah.
That was a. Why am I the last man standing already?
Yeah.
Fucking
What's-
Miles. Anybody got eyes?
No.
What's
All you
not in
hear-
that video though was after that, it's like, okay, I guess the only person left is Night Night. Let's go find Night Night, and please, don't aim for soft spots.
Yeah.
And we find out she's not even on the field. She left the field.
Yeah. They're looking for like 10 minutes.
It was
Not
well,
even
no,
on
it was
the
like 5 minutes,
Yeah.
and then Big Bird comes up and goes, no, she's out there. I was like, what?
Yeah, she's been outside for a while.
That's great, dude.
I got to get her a new vest though. The vest she has is kind of shitty, and I got to get her one like mine, but smaller because it's
Yeah.
thicker and wraps around the sides.
Condor.
I was
Condor's
actually
usually good
looking
for
at
stuff
getting
like
a
that.
condor
I'm gonna
chest
go to
rig.
sleep too. All right, Chris, you have a good night, bro. Good talking to you, dude.
Yeah, I'm about 2 minutes away from my house, so
Yeah. We're probably gonna cut off too. Have a great evening, guys. Thank you for watching.
appreciate you guys coming in and hanging out. Even if we had some words.
Hey, man. That's all.
It is
that's
what
all
it
water
is.
under the bridge.
And
In 1,000
Till
feet,
next time.
turn left.
back